Good morning, chat. Good night. It's 2 a.m. for me, but I've had a full 8 hours of sleep. I've turned my day around for this. I'm ready to go. I'm way more on it today than I was yesterday. It's time. Today's deadline stream, we have a lot of things to get to. If you haven't joined the Discord yet and want your team rated, I believe we're going to have a lot of those today, so make sure to get those submissions in. Discord link in the description over on YouTube. It's going to be a great time. We're going to have a great time. Who do we have in chat today? Let me get everyone up here. Rye over on Twitch, Celtic. What's up, what's up, what's up? 6 viewers on Twitch. Love you guys over there. I'm good, I'm feeling good today. It's China time. It is China time. Sack, what's up? Tata, welcome. I'm also loving the music, Eporv. Jamo, welcome. From Florida. I think we have a lot more Americans here than we usually have. This is more of an American time for streaming than European. I'd be surprised if we have a lot of Europeans. Any Europeans in chat? Any Europeans who woke up at 2 a.m. for this? What's up? From Italy, Germany. I mean, you guys are, you know, you normally have, you know, the best time for streaming. So, I don't feel bad for you, but I respect that you're here. You're absolute troopers. Haven't been to sleep yet? No, I can imagine. I can imagine. I've actually slept for like at least 7 hours. For once, 6 a.m. isn't that bad over in Asia. I'm so sorry. Rain, with the increasing reports of an official cancellation statement regarding Bahrain and Saudi, does this change this, your strat for the year? It doesn't. The only thing it really impacts is like the 3x play. I think the 3x I think the fact that Bahrain and Saudi are not happening makes the 3x play stronger this week if you have it. Lawson thoughts? I think he's staying in my team. I don't think he's necessarily a buy, but I don't think he's a sell either. Good morning from Bahrain. How you doing, Masala? 3x this week for sure. Yeah, if you're on a George Russell plus Antonelli or Leclerc build, you definitely 3x. I think the cancellation of the Middle Eastern races makes the 3x play better now than later. Top 3 YouTuber? Oh, that's very kind. I don't feel that way, but I bet it's all on Piastri in Australia and he crashed out. That's very unfortunate, Tata, but I believe in you. You can do better. Only one transfer? I think I'm also only doing one transfer. Rye from Romania. That must be like 3 a.m. there. That's crazy. A 2-hour live stream? I can't handle that much dramatic music. I mean, we can lower the drama a bit. We can lower the drama a bit. It's not gonna be that dramatic, guys, okay? We're gonna start by doing some F1 predicts. Like we always start the stream. Then we're gonna go into discussing, I mean, basically everything that I discussed in my final thoughts video yesterday is gonna come up again, of course. We're gonna do a lot. I'm gonna try and get through a lot of team submissions today because I don't think it's just like, oh, what do I do with my team? I think it's just, I think I'm gonna bring that tweet up actually because it's like truer words have not been spoken. There are so many strategies that are actually meta. It's actually quite fun. I think if the Mercedes dominance continues this year, I do think that we'll be moving towards a very, like, streamlined meta lineup in a few races' time that almost everyone's going to be on. And we're going to sit there like, oh, this is boring. Everyone's running the same team. But we can't have it exciting all the time in games like these, right? So I just want you to remember the struggles we're having today when you're bored in 3 months' time because everyone's on Ferrari plus Mercedes plus Antonelli or Russell if you can afford him, right? Let me just bring up this tweet because it resonated within me. I don't actually think I've seen it this way before in this game. So this is from Rob. He's also live now, probably. I would imagine. JC, welcome. And in 5 years of playing F1 Fantasy, I've never seen so many different strategies for a single race weekend. Limitless, 3x boost, no negative, roll transfers, burn transfer, minus 10 hits. He's not even mentioning wildcards. He's not mentioning autopilot plays. I mean, can you really count autopilot as a play? Whatever. Like, the amount of actually viable strategies this early on in the season is truly incredible. And I think, it really shows the power of this game, I believe. So, there's a lot of viable strategies today. I think the main thing, though, that you kind of have to do, right, is just selling the... I do... It's unfortunate. I got a comment, okay? Let's actually... let's bring this down slightly, alright? Get seated. So, I got a comment saying that the budget building focus is boring in this game. And I actually, honestly, could not disagree more. I think how it's implemented is slightly unfortunate because it basically means that you have to optimal play means you probably have to sell all assets at DNF at least early on in the season. But I think there's a beauty to the budget building. And what I mean by that is, I mean, this could be a video essay in and of itself. I don't think anyone would actually watch it, but the beauty in the budget building is that you can't really... You can optimize it down to numbers and pure stats, but you have to know when to jump off of the budget building in a way that makes sense and makes the budget building optimal for you. And that all depends on the meta build, right? So, because the meta build is going to be something, there's going to be like a moment or like a threshold where that jump off point towards that meta build will be. And, you know, by that meta build, I'm, obviously talking about something like this, right? If you've not been budget building up until that point and you can't afford to get to this jump off point when we can get to this jump off point, you're gonna fall behind. And that's what I mean about the beauty of it, because no, like, data or model or F1 Fantasy tools can predict that jump off point when it's going to be and when it's going to make sense. And if you've not been playing it optimally up until this point with the budget building, you're gonna miss the mark on it. So I think that's the beauty of the budget building, is that no matter how much we optimize it, like, oh, you can't have Hulkenberg in your team because Hulkenberg DNF'd. Sure, that's a bit unfortunate, and I agree with that. I don't think it should be that harsh, but that's, you know, the problem with the DNFs being so penalizing. I just think that there is... I don't know. There's just something about it, trying to, like, figure out when the optimal point of switching is. Was gonna do Haas to RB, but Haas look okay. I don't think switching Haas to RB is something you need to do, because you don't really care about the points the Haas and RB score. I mean, they got 34 points in Australia. That's incredible. But you own them because they increase 0.6 million in price. That's why you own Haas. That's why you own Racing Bulls. That's why you own Alpine. That's why you own Audi. And if they, like, the points are a bonus. So I don't really think, like, switching from Haas to VCarb is a play that you're, like, excited to make. Sure, if you need, like, that slight bit of extra 1 million in budget, sure. But I'd rather just save a transfer, if I'm honest. And again, like, when you can jump off to like, when you have enough in budget to do this, do you go for it then, or do you keep budget building so that you, in, like, 2 more races time, can afford this? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, what is going to be the optimal play? We don't know. And that's exciting. I think that's the beauty in the budget building. My glorious king. Okay, let's not go that far. I'm here. Yo, Phoenix. Why are you awake? Go to sleep. You'll roll a transfer. I'm also probably... I'm definitely rolling a transfer. I'm gonna say this now. Before we've gotten into anything at all, I'm 100% rolling a transfer this week. There's no way I'm selling Lawson to anything. Just why? It feels like a sideways move. Will he increase maximum price? Maybe, maybe not. It depends. If he DNFs, it hurts me. I mean, everyone DNFing hurts me. It's Hulkenberg out for something. I don't know what yet. Lind or a triple Haas? I have not decided yet. So that much I have not decided yet. I don't know who I'm buying here. Okay. Is it too early to begin discussing strategy calls like this? Maybe. Maybe it's too early in the stream. I think if I go for Ocon, that sort of incentivizes a bit the no negative play. Because I definitely protect myself against the dangers of the triple up with a no negative play. Same team as you, but Audi instead of Haas to replace Hulk and Audi, or just Hulk and roll transfer? Really good question, actually. Let's look at F1 Fantasy Tools. I do believe Audi, despite their DNF last week, is still in a position to increase maximum in price. We'll look at this post-sprint qualifying things as well, of course. They'll definitely score 15 points. That's kind of like what they were at last week. So I don't think you have to go for it, but obviously it's way safer with this. Where like VCOP and Haas could actually catch a DNF and still increase the maximum price. You don't have that luxury with Audi. So you actually need them to finish the races this time. So it's up to you if you want to risk it or not. I think it's a 50-50 call. Lawson or Bortoleto on a team with Antonelli, Leclerc, Behrman, Lindblad with Ferrari and Haas. I mean, that's what I'm wondering about. Relatively similar, although I already have Lawson, so I'm also choosing between Bortoleto. I think if you're buying Lawson or Bortoleto, I think you buy Bortoleto. I don't think you're buying Lawson this week who needs an 11-pointer to increase. I don't think Lawson is a sell. I just don't think he's a buy. Like if you're buying someone, you're buying one of these three, or maybe Ocon. I guess Ocon and Lawson is like equally good. I don't know. Same as team as you, but Ocon instead of Behrman. Should I go limitless this week? If you're on Hulkenberg, no. I don't think you limitless if you don't have a guaranteed 0.6 in the bank. Oh, Ocon instead of Hulkenberg? You can consider it, yeah. I would consider it. Alright, guys. I'm just gonna say, FA, there's a lot of names. That's why, like, I'm getting a bit dizzy seeing all those names. So pop that team suggestion in the Discord channel. So in the team submissions channel, that's when we do like full team things. That's why I'm skipping those questions in chat. So questions from chat can be like this, you know, or this, right? Should I go for limitless if I have this instead of this, right? When it's like the full team, I get a bit dizzy, and reading through it is not very intuitive for chat. So put those in the team submissions channel on Discord, and I'll try and get to it. Same team as you, planning to use any chips? I'm slightly leaning no negative, but that's the only one I'm leaning towards. I don't think I have the team for 3x. I don't think I have the team for limitless. I think both of them are good plays this week. But I think... Okay, so before we do F1 Predict... I think both Limitless and 3x are good plays this week for different reasons. But I do think you need the right team to use them. What are the right teams? Well, I discussed that in my final thoughts video that I posted yesterday. But the right team for Limitless is that you have almost guaranteed price risers in your team. That is like the prerequisite that you need to meet, I believe at least. I think if you have someone who DNF'd last week, like a Hadjar or a Hulkenberg or a Bottas, I don't think you should limitless. For the 3x, the team that you need to have is George Russell plus Antonelli or Leclerc. I don't think you do it with Antonelli and Leclerc. I think you do it with Russell plus one of these two. Then you can consider the 3x. The difference between those two prerequisites is that if you meet the prerequisites for the limitless, aka you have a good team that increased in price, blah, 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 I don't think you have to use the limitless, right? I think you can definitely afford to wait and greed it out a little bit. But if you are on Russell plus Leclerc or Russell plus Antonelli, I actually think the optimal play is just to play the 3x and like not even think about it, okay? So if you meet the prerequisites for a 3x play, again, Russell plus one of these two. Okay, let me just like showcase this on screen, right? If you are on George Russell plus either of these two, then you meet the prerequisites to use your 3x, and I think you should use it. End of, right? I don't even think there's anything about it. You use it. Whereas if you meet the prerequisites for Limitless, you don't have to use it. You can afford to wait. I think it's a good play, but I think there could be great upside plays later on in the season for that as well. Whereas for 3x, I don't think you're getting a better time to use the 3x than this week on George Russell plus one of these two. You can probably find an equally good week to use it later in the season, for sure. But that's what I mean. You can find an equally good. I don't think you're getting a better one at any point in the season. So if you meet the prerequisites for the 3x, I think you should use it. And I would even go so far, okay? This is going to be a hot take. I think it's a misplay not to use it. Boom. That is my truth drop this morning. I think if you are on George Russell plus Leclerc and Antonelli and you don't use the 3x, I think you're misplaying. I think it's that serious. Because there's no way you're getting a better opportunity later this season. You can get an equally good opportunity for sure. That's what I'm hoping for because I don't have this team and I can't get to this team. But you're not getting a better week to use it. You're not getting a better week to use it. I'm so sorry. I think you're misplaying. If you're on this team, I truly think you're misplaying. So let me just build this team now to show you what it looks like. And I'm gonna get questions. Should I go for Antonelli or Leclerc? I don't know. It's whatever you can afford. I think they're, you know, equally good. What team can you actually afford with this? I don't think I can afford this now because yeah, I missed the price increases. But I know there were people who had this team last week. Okay, so someone did this with Lindblad for sure. I think you could afford this team last week. Now you can't, or I can't, because I missed it. If you are on this team, use the 3x, okay? I don't think I can be more clear about this. I think you're misplaying. Yeah. Would you downgrade Lindblad to Colapinto to swap Leclerc to Antonelli for the 3x? I don't know. It's a really difficult question. What's the budget saying for Colapinto? 6 to 10 points. I'm just not super excited about Colapinto as an option. He hasn't really shown the pace yet. I think it's close for sure, but I don't think you have to do it. I think Antonelli, unless Antonelli picks up driver of the day, I think Antonelli and Leclerc will score equally this weekend, just due to the fact that Leclerc is starting P6 and I think he's climbing. So I think I'm expecting Leclerc and Antonelli to score equally. Let's just score the same amount of points this week, unless like one of them pops a driver of the day or a fastest lap, which you can't really predict. Yeah. Anyway, that's my hot take. I'm gonna say it a couple more times this evening. So, what do you think of Ferrari versus McLaren choice in Limitless? Great question. I mean, I think it's always Ferrari. I think it's Ferrari over McLaren. I think maybe you can do like a Norris or a Piastri over Verstappen. But I think this is the team for Limitless. Limitless team for this week is this. But I don't know yet what my final pick is going to be. This is my second team where I'm using the Limitless on. I just did something. Hold up. What am I doing? There we go. Cool. Alright, let's actually do F1 Predict now. So, I do have an F1 Predict League. If you haven't seen it, it's in the description on YouTube. And while you're down there joining the F1 Predict League, make sure to like the stream. What are we at? We have like 150 people in here, and we have 23 likes. That is not good, guys. That is truly, truly dreadful. I think we need to at least bump that to 50. Like 1/3 of people can definitely go and like the stream. So definitely go and do that. And then while you're down there, you can join the Predict League. We only have 66 players in here. I don't know. Are people not playing F1 Predict? I'm 24th. Who got 60% right? That's insane. Oh, you can sort by accuracy. That's a really cool feature, actually. I like that. 60% right is crazy, but they boomed on something because the points are 185 points. Are you top of the global? Wait, what's the global? Hold up. Oh, okay, no. That's kind of crazy. Anyway, let's do my predictions for today. home. Oh, I only have 5 hours to make my season predictions? Okay, we'll do that first then. Pick the top 3 in the Drivers' Championship. Sure. We've all seen what's happening. Let's just do that. Which team will take the constructors? Which driver will score the most Grand Prix pole positions this year? How many first-time Grand Prix winners will we see in 2026? We'll definitely see Antonelli win one. Who else could even win it? Hadjar? No. I'm just gonna guess one. First-time winners? I think just Antonelli. Who wins the Grand Prix qualifying head-to-head at Cadillac? Lol, they haven't updated the images here. Paris has more points, so I'm just gonna go for Paris here. Which team will set the fastest pit stop time of the season? Can McLaren set the pace again this year? Ooh, it's usually McLaren winning these, but 28 points for Mercedes. They had the fastest pit stop time in the previous round, and they looked pretty fast. So 28 points. We'll go for a little surprise pick of Mercedes here. Who will win the fastest lap award? Who scores the most fastest laps across the season? We'll just pick George Russell. They looked really fast in the clean air, and I think they're going to be in a lot of clean air this year. Which team comes out on top in the Constructors' Battle? This is a hard one to call, because right now it looks like Audi, but Gasly's also really good, and I think there could be some improvements that are Alpine. I think I'll pick Alpine here. When will the Drivers' Championship be decided? Ooh, Drivers' Championship? Let's just call it earlier. Why not? This could actually work out in my favor, because I'm assuming these two races get cancelled also. So, I'm just going to put earlier. Will 2026 see a new driver crowned champion? Yes. Yeah, it's going to be Russell. Cool. Those are my season predictions, because there's only 5 hours left to actually lock them in. So, let's do the China predictions now. Predict the podium for the race. Sure. We'll do that. It's the first sprint of 2026. Where does Lewis Hamilton finish? I think he'll podium in the sprint. In the sprint, which driver finishes higher? Where are they on the grid? Lindblad is behind Lawson. Let's go Lawson here. More points, and he's starting ahead. Which driver takes pole position? We'll pick George Russell. Which driver qualifies highest in the Grand Prix? This is a toss-up. I'll just pick Carlos Sainz because he gives more points. I'm usually the one to go for this. I feel like on a maths level, is Albon really better than Sainz 3/5 of the time? I think no. I think it's closer, so that's why I go for the one that gives the most points. Who will set the fastest lap time of the race? We're gonna pick George Russell. Which team will set the fastest pit stop time of the race? 28 points. Let's go. Will the safety car or VSC be required during the first 10 laps of the Grand Prix? I'm gonna go yes. First 10 laps, yes. Someone's gonna break down, for sure. How many classified finishers? Last time I boomed this by 1. It was 16 classified finishers. I'd put less than 16. For reliability. How bad is the reliability going to be? I think it's going to be better in China. Both Aston Martins are definitely not finishing the race. So that's 3 already. That's 2 already. And then, let's go 17. Which of these teams will score the most points over the weekend? Let's go McLaren. Red Bull look terrible. Boom! That's my China predictions. Alright. Let's go back to F1 Fantasy. Any questions? You didn't use your 2x prediction ship for season or China? I use it for... Thank you for the heads up. We'll check it out. You are correct. I did not do that. Cool. I definitely use it in this. Yes, I definitely use it on this. But thank you for the heads up. You gotta check Discord? I'll check Discord. What's happening? What's happening on Discord? There's a lot of chat. Oh, top channels. That's awesome. Thanks, dude. That's crazy. Just a bunch of team submissions? There's a bunch of team submissions on Discord. Make sure to put yours in there. Bah. Let's talk more Limitless, okay? Actually, what we should do... Can someone... Okay. Can someone clip this when I do this, alright? Not yet, obviously. Because I want to post this clip on Twitter. Okay, I'm gonna do the same spiel again that I did like 10 minutes ago. And I want someone to just clip this, okay? Okay. If you meet the prerequisite to use the 3x, the prerequisite being that you have a team of George Russell plus Leclerc or Antonelli, I think you're making a mistake if you do not use the 3x. I think you're playing suboptimally because truly you are not getting a better opportunity later in the season to use the 3x than right now. Let me be clear, this is only if you meet the prerequisite, which is George Russell plus Antonelli or Leclerc. Not Antonelli and Leclerc, it's George Russell plus either of Leclerc and Antonelli. And if you meet that prerequisite, I think you're making a mistake if you don't play the 3x. There might be opportunities later in the season that are equally as good as today in China. But that's the key word, equally as good. There's not going to be a better opportunity to use it. Full stop. Cool. We got that. Someone clip that. Thanks. That's the clip. That's the clip. I just want that on record, okay? I want that on record that I think you're playing. I think you're making a mistake. Does a triple Haas make you nervous? It definitely makes me nervous. That is slightly why I'm considering no negative here. I've been thinking about no negative. Let's talk no negative because that's what pertains to my team, okay? No negative. When else am I using this, okay? You know what I mean? Like, when else am I actually using no negative? Because, again, I'm very adamant that you should use no negative in a sprint weekend. So, why don't I just use it now if I'm so scared of the reliability? You know what I mean? Especially if I'm on triple Haas. The question, though, is it a mistake to go for Ocon? Like, 6 and 10, like 10 points is... It's a tough one. I hope Pro was clipping didn't get ads in the way. If you got ads in the way, I'm so sorry. I'm having your team 3. What's your suggestion? Can I go Limitless? Yeah, you can go Limitless if you have my team today. Would you trade it Antonelli for Leclerc if you can use the 3x? Or much of a... I think they're scoring equally. So I think they're equally good. What's Haas's reliability concerns? None. That's the thing. Thanks, Celtic. meet the prerequisites, then right now. Let me be clear, this is only if you meet the prerequisite, which is George Russell plus Antonelli or Leclerc. Not Antonelli and Leclerc, it's George Russell plus either of Leclerc and Antonelli. And if you... This is just straight up going on Twitter. I think you are making a mistake if you don't play the 3x this weekend. And then an asterisk. If you meet the prerequisites. Is that how you spell that word? Prerequisite. Wait, hold on. I'm showing my my Swedishness here. Prerequisites. It was correct. Okay, if you meet the prerequisites. Boom. No, that's not. Okay, but there's no real reliability concerns on Haas. To go back to your question, where was it? I think you're making a mistake if you don't know Merc with how dominant they are. I agree. But yeah, there's no real Haas reliability concerns. That's why I'm considering Ocon over Bortoleto or Lindblad. But budget-wise, it's saying, like, why am I not buying Lindblad or Bortoleto? You know what I mean? Rye says, regarding no negative, Haas looks very reliable. It's worth using no negative for them. That's the thing also, like, if I go for this team, do I really no negative? I'm so on the fence about no negative. I think, I mean, it's a good play, but it just, I just don't have the gut feeling this is going to be a disaster. It could be a disaster, don't get me wrong. But it's also not a track where... I mean, the only thing I'm scared about is DNFs, and if I go for Ocon, I don't think there's a mechanical DNF for Haas in this. You saw Reuther typing in his announcement channel for a sec. Interesting. Yeah, there's no points for sprint quali. No points for sprint quali. That's why the deadline is now, because it's you know, it's before the first point scoring session. Okay, I can just do this transfer now so I don't forget to do it, because you can do multiple ones. These teams are done, I believe. Yeah, these teams are just chilling. I've already done my transfers here. Are you considering limitless as all? Why? I talked about this before. There are prerequisites that you need to meet to use certain chips. If you don't have a perfect budget building team on your, like, because this was my team, right? I had Hulkenberg, which means that Hulkenberg is dropping another 0.6 this week. I don't meet the prerequisites to use the limitless, so I'm not considering limitless. If all your assets look good for budget building, you can consider it, but comparing it to the 3x, I don't think you have to use limitless if you meet the prerequisites for it. It's just that if you don't meet the prerequisites, I don't think it's a good play. DNFs off the start line is possibly the main worry here. I agree. And I'm very scared about that happening in the sprint. Imagine Lawson or someone, like someone does a Lawson from last week where they stall on the grid due to the new, you know, the rev up not being perfect. I don't even know what the technical term is for this, but there's something with starting procedure that's just not working for teams right now, or working with these new engines, these new regs. If someone does that in the sprint, drops 10 positions, and they take more negative in the sprint than they would with a DNF, that'd be really funny. Spooling or something, isn't it? That's maybe correct. I believe it's something with the turbo, at least. It would be, right? Yeah. It's something turbo related. Would you consider using limited if you have good budget options plus Colapinto and Lawson who are less likely to increase? Those are fine. Like, if you have Lawson or Colapinto, those are fine assets. They're not as good as the you know, these three. But as long as you don't have anyone from this list, I think you're fine. As long as you don't have anyone that's Gasly or below. I can't believe we have an April without F1. Yeah, it's gonna suck. But, you know, it is what it is. There are worse things to happen. There are worse things happening in the world than no Formula 1 for a month. Would you 3x on Leclerc, Russell, if that meant keeping Audi on the team? I mean, you can 3x and then just... Oh, you mean you're making the transfer down to it. I don't think I would make the transfer towards it. Wait, how would that look for me? So, what? I would do... I mean, I need to sell Hulkenberg anyway, but, like, I would need to basically take a -10. Okay, let's assume I already just had Lindblad in here. It would be something... It would be like this. I can't even afford it. Well, if you're lucky enough to not be, you know, drop in price last week and you had Lindblad in here, would you sell Haas to get to Audi Leclerc or Audi Russell for 2 moves? Possibly. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, in order to get rid of Audi, you have to downgrade either Leclerc or Russell. Oh, okay, you were already on Audi. I don't think that's necessary. That's a good question, though. Again, basically, Audi's on 0 points, which is basically exactly what they were on last week, because obviously they scored 0 points when they didn't race in, you know, the -1 race, or however we classify it. So 15 points is super doable, right? It's just that they can't afford, like, you can't afford a DNF on Audi. Whereas VCarb and Haas can actually afford a DNF and still increase in price. Audi, like, needs to score regular points. But if Audi doesn't DNF, they definitely beat 15 points. If Audi don't have a DNF, I will eat a raw, or drink, I guess. I'll drink a raw egg on stream if Audi has no DNF and don't reach 15 points. And also, that includes one of them stalling on the grid and falling back 15 positions. That's a DNF, because that's technically worse than a DNF. So if they don't have a DNF or worse, disqualifications included, if they don't have a DNF or worse and don't reach 15 points, I'll drink a raw egg on stream. I'm being so for real. There's actually no way Audi don't reach 15 points if... there's no way Audi don't reach 15 points if they don't have any, like, massive negative scores. That I'll hold it to that. I'm not eating Surströmming if I'm not opening a can of Surströmming in my house. I'm not that guy. I'll have Surströmming outdoors in a little pita bread or in a little tunnbrödsrulle. But I'm not doing Surströmming. You cursed them now? Sure, but, like, if they DNF and they don't rise in price, I'm chilling. So, to answer your question with that call out, yes, I think they increase the price. I think you still use the 3x. It's just that you're a bit more sweaty about it, you know? You're a bit like, ugh. If the Cadillac drivers ever reach a minimum price, would you consider them? Yeah. But not until then. Because, like, right now they're losing me budget. If they're at the bottom, they're not losing me budget. So I think they're fine holds then. Because they can actually, you know, they have a chance of increasing in price. And assets at 3 million are going to have a super easy time rising in price. So once the Cadillac drivers reach 3 million, I'm definitely considering them and building teams with them. For sure. I'd be surprised if I don't own a Cadillac driver this year. Hi, hope you're doing well. I'm new to this. Explain, please, how the prices work. I have a whole budget building video. It's a bit of a long one to go into now. But basically, depending on how they perform over a 3-race average, they increase, all assets increase or decrease in price. A set amount, depending on what tier they're in, categorized by the game. But my budget build video that's on my channel goes into exactly everything you need to know. And there's also, in that description, there's a link to an article that discusses the actual algorithm behind it. So that's what I would do. I would go watch that if you want to learn exactly how the prices work. But basically, all you need to know is on this website, which is F1 Fantasy Tools Budget Builder. On this website, you can see exactly, if you click this and click required points, you can see what each driver and each constructor need to score to increase or decrease a certain amount. And use that in your calculations. That's what I do. So I just look at this and go, do I think Gasly will hit 19 points? I don't think so. So he's probably decreasing in price. I think Gasly can maybe hit 11 and increase 0.2, but I don't think he's sitting in 19. Especially not starting from P7. There's actually no way. He's more likely to drop in position than rise in position. How are you prepping for future races, Japan and on? I'm prepping for Japan by not selling Lawson this week and keeping a transfer for Japan. And then I'm basically just waiting and seeing what the results are and seeing what goes up and down in price and preparing the jump off points to premium constructors, because that's gonna be the go-to this at least early in the season. Like, the fact that we're not sitting on Mercedes that are scoring 96 points per race, we're actually trolling. By the way, we're actually trolling not only Mercedes. Let me just show you, okay, how hard we're trolling by not owning Mercedes. Look at these completed race scores across my 3 teams. Which team had Mercedes in the back? Okay, let's play a little game, okay? Which ones of these 3 teams has the Mercedes constructor? Okay? Everyone put in chat. 1, 2, or 3. Which team has the Mercedes constructor? 1, 2, or 3. Which team has the Mercedes constructor? Okay? I think it's a very, you know, it's kind of an obvious question, right? It's team 2. It's team 2. Now, the question is, which team has the most money in the bank? Which team is the cheapest team out of these 3? Which team is the cheapest? Which team is the cheapest? Team 2, team 2. 3, incorrect. 1, incorrect. Look at this. Team 3, I had 3 million in the bank, okay? Team 1, 2.6 million in the bank. Team 2, 9.7 million in the bank. With this team. Yes, I got, like, the correct assets in the middle. Like, the correct mid-tier assets. I had Bortoleto over Hulkenberg. I had Lindblad over Lawson. Sure. But that's still 9.7 million in the bank. Just running George Russell plus Mercedes. This team is wrong. This team is wrong. Okay? This team is wrong. We need Mercedes constructor. I can't get to Mercedes constructor yet without using wildcard or a bunch of hits. So the plan from Japan onwards is the Mercedes constructor. That's the plan. And that should be everyone's plan. If you don't have a plan on how you're getting to the Mercedes constructor, yikes. Cryoxis on Twitch, welcome to the chat, new on Twitch. If you have Mercedes V-Carb with Russell, both Haas, Bortoleto, and Lawson, should I switch Lawson for Lindblad? I think you can consider it then, yes, because if you're not doing another transfer, if you do, like, I always look at the 2 free transfers you get each week as, like, one of them is a true free transfer and one of them actually has a cost. And what I mean by that is, like, there's an opportunity cost if you use both. If you use both your free transfers, you're not having 3 free transfers the next week, since you can roll 1. So even though they're 2 free transfers, I don't actually think that they're really 2 free ones. It's 1 super free one, because if you don't use it, you lose it. And there's 1 that you can actually roll over. So I would say if you want to do the Lawson to Lindblad switch, and only that with your super free transfer, you can go for it. I don't think the Lawson to Lindblad move is worth that extra free transfer, that second one, if you understand the difference between the 2. So what's your plan for this team? The plan for this team is to roll a transfer, sell Hulkenberg to someone that's going to increase in price, or have a chance of increasing in price at least. And then in, like, next week, let's go to this. So my plan, I'm leaning Ocon right now for the reliability and not using any chips on here. And then next week, when I have 3 free transfers, I think I can afford this. Selling this. I think so. It's maybe. But more likely is that I'm not doing that. And that hold up. So then I would have 2 super free transfers in Japan. I could then do basically a preparing move, doing Ferrari and Leclerc Antonelli out. Let's do Leclerc. Basically do this in Japan. Or use the Limitless in Japan is also a possibility if things go super well for my team budget-wise. I could do something like... where's Lindblad? I could do something like this with 2 free transfers. Or, again, I could do 3 free transfers and go to, like, actually go to this, okay? Craxus, thank you so much for the follow. So I could go to this, with 2 or 3 transfers in Japan, and then we could switch in like after Japan. We'll have like a Hulkenberg for 5 million, and we can maybe wildcard in the correct team. So I don't exactly know what my plan is in Japan yet. It depends, but I think the plan is to after Japan go to Ferrari plus Mercedes. I think because I do think we need some more price drops for it to be viable. I think we need like Hulkenberg at 5, like Hulkenberg to drop twice in a row. I think is the goal. Reiter is going for Limitless. I think Limitless is a good play. But again, I do think you need to meet the prerequisites, which I do meet the prerequisites for my team 2, so I'm using it here. But I'm not using it on my team 1 because Hulk is dropping in price. I don't want that. That's what I mean, like with the prerequisites thing. What's like Rob saying about this? Everyone's live. By the way, go show the other people some love. Oh, can we? Okay, actually. Before we do team submissions, can we just make the rounds and just... I know a lot of you are in multiple chats at once.
Köksbänk reserverad.
Jesus Christ, ads. Okay, everyone go to Rob's chat and just type Rain says hi. Let's just raid Rob a bit and show some love to all the community. Because these people show me so much love, man. Like, I don't deserve the love I'm getting from these guys. So let's just make the rounds on the people that are live. So if you're here right now, let's go to Rob chat and just says, you know, love from Rain or something. Yeah, there you go. I can see you drop in.
Williams are so slow, right? Yeah, there's not a whole lot of difference to the top team. How do I do 3x?
Yeah, keep going. A few more.
The 3x button. Haha, me as an American working in the US. Why do you say ain't so much?
Rain said your stat ain't nothing.
Hulk Colapinto will launch into Bordello.
Trixie, you're so mean. Good spam, guys. Yeah, this is lovely.
Phoenix Strike has a similar team. First one, but Racing Bulls instead of Haskell Behrman. Can't figure out if I should. I'd just go the Limitless. That's like an optimal Limitless team. That Behrman V-Cub one instead of the
What's he doing?
One. Surely if your team won, you Limitless.
He's doing 3x on Russell Antonelli.
I'm probably 50-50 on it each.
He's not Limitless thing?
I have no idea what... I have no idea what to do, though.
Alright.
Rain says hi. Thank you, guys. So there's... How many of you... Some of you guys must be watching Rain. Tell Rain I impersonated him. And he's got to... Tell Rain I impersonated him. Tell Rain I did a terrible impersonation of him, actually.
Did he? Wait, when?
He won't understand it until he rewinds like 10-15 minutes in this video. I also love the fact, I don't know about you guys, but everyone of the community, of course, super.
I need to. When did he do? When did he make an impression of me?
All of the.
What? Give me a timestamp.
Content creators.
What? Yeah, there's a bit of inception going on right now. Which is
as well, which is what I like to see. Rain, get out of my chat. Rain, get out of my chat. Aren't you streaming?
I am streaming. I'm just making the rounds. I want to see what everyone knows.
Now. It was probably. Oh, hang on. I could find it for you.
Please do.
It was when I was looking on Twitter for the Albon update, and I saw his post. It was... When was it? What time was that on the stream? It was 35 minutes in. That was when I did the Rain impression.
Okay. Be right back.
It was
okay, let's see. Okay, what did he do?
Earlier, right? So if we
how do I...
Like my team, like my theoretical moves.
35 minutes in.
Be,
so wait, 45. So
like
that's like 10 minutes back.
Miss it.
Is it
I
here?
apologize.
I just need to see this, guy. I just need to see this. Hold up.
I think you are making a mistake if you don't play the 3x this weekend. Rain's all in on the 3x. I'm looking for the...
Okay. What an idiot. Oh, what an idiot, dude. What an absolute chud. Okay, whatever. All right. All right. Let's do Ewan. Let's do Ewan. We're doing this and then team submissions, guys. Okay?
Infantry joins
oh
large
my
scale.
God. Okay, dude, the ads, man. Why's everyone running ads on their streams nowadays? Am I right? You said rub some clear glasses. I should. That would be really funny. Okay, everyone go to Ewan, F1 fantasy pole position, and spam Rain says hi. I actually want to see what these guys are doing though.
Got Spidey senses tingling about Audi for some reason in a bad way.
I'll post the link.
Just looking at my teams, I have some Leclerc plus Antonelli in there. Maybe needs to swap George in if I think 3. I think so. It just seems like Mercedes hasn't even stretched their legs yet.
Let's see what they're talking about.
Parzival says, locked in Norris, Ant, and Ferrari on my T2 squad just for a bit of difference. I like it, Parzival. What do you think about the Lindblad hype? He's still a rookie. DNF risk is high.
Yeah.
He seems to have
Lindblad's
the pedigree, good. Miguel.
What's your team,
and
Ewan?
He seems to have the
what's Ewan doing?
Racing Bulls was a mixed bag in China.
Like the
last year.
streams also, guys. Like the streams also.
Them.
I actually want to see what these guys are doing. Because the amount of strategies that are viable. The amount of strategies that are viable right now is crazy.
To get to the end.
So I truly want to see what these guys are doing.
Points to get a max.
His team is top left
and beyond for another price rise.
Is it?
Japan.
Oh, it is top left.
Impulsive says, in a case of no.
Yeah, but what's he doing with? I mean, he's on my strategy. He just got better drivers already. So
I'm kind of.
What's he doing with it? Is the question.
Along the same lines, Impulsive. I appreciate the help. First time in one of your live streams.
He doesn't have to do anything.
Fantasy, but really enjoying your content. Thank you, Nolan. I appreciate that. Alex says, thoughts on Ferrari?
He's going down all the... He's better at reading chat than I am.
Love it. Thinking about doing a very
so you can watch all the other streams. I've never done this before, but I'm actually curious what these guys are doing.
I appreciate that, Sids. Thank you for commenting. Justin says, I have a team that is...
Oh, he's so slow at getting through chat. Come
Cadillac,
on.
Tempted to do wildcard to get away from Bottas. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Justin. Wildcard, all that bad stuff out of your lineup. Mr. Best,
how far up is he on this?
On my T2 and 3X
he's doing he's doing every message in chat. He's truly a different beast.
That's nice. Yeah.
Oh, he's so far up. Nice, okay, well, we can't wait for this. I'll watch his reaction later. All right. Anyway, quick pit stop at Zach's place. Quick pit stop at Zach's place as well.
Is there
just
a world
because
where you can get
he's
away
also
with
live,
doing
and
that?
we can't be mean and not.
Maybe if you went Leclerc, Behrman, down to if you went for the 3 times route instantly now, you'd have to try and find a way where you can get to Antonelli, Ferrari.
3x. Boom. Rain says hi.
Yeah, I know. It's
boom.
Wesley, it's basic.
All right, so. That's the pit stop. We're gonna do your team submissions now, but basically, Rain is high. No, Trixie, you're painting me in a bad light.
We don't know which one. We don't know which one to do, and we're literally talking about it's like 50-50 on the polls, and I'm still a little bit merging on the limitless side of things. So we'll see what happens.
3x.
Good stuff. But yeah, I think that's what I was trying to show. So if we then went to Lawson down.
Okay. Anyway, all right. That's enough trolling these guys. I enjoy trolling them a lot. It's my favorite pastime. Anyway, limitless team. Boom. Let's get serious for a second here. Lando Norris, Oscar Piastri, or Max Verstappen. I think it's Max Verstappen, if I'm honest. He's starting further back in the sprint. Can get some points from there, probably. Is the Red Bull that bad? I don't know. I didn't see enough from McLaren last week to like really like them. And it's Max Verstappen, dude. I feel like you have to have Max Verstappen on your things. Is it valid team Russell, Kimi, Behrman? F1 Fantasy code is not being accepted on any of the plans. It should be. It's not on Patreon. It's only on their website. What are we going to watch next week? Maybe some Eurovision? True. Though that's like the real Eurovision is like in May, so F1 will be back by then. Would you go 3x on Haas or drop Ocon for Bortoleto? I don't mind the Bortoleto play over Ocon, but I mean, it's a sideways move. I haven't decided yet. Like, I still have this transfer. I can go for Bortoleto here. I truly have not decided. My bad. No, you're allowed. You're allowed. It's really funny. I'm enjoying your comments. They're funny. But you're also slandering me. I will have you know you are slandering me. But I'm enjoying it. Lindblad or Ocon? I'm leaning towards Ocon, just because reliability looks so good on the Haas. You've taken Max off your team, off the Limitless, or off your other team. If it's not off your regular team, I think it's fine. I mean, this is gonna be my Limitless play here. I can't believe Rob slagged my tweet off. Do I have to transfer to hold Audi to Haas VCarb? If so, which one? If you're using a transfer to switch Audi to Haas or VCarb, I think you go for Haas just on reliability. I think is the play. But it's Haas for reliability, VCarb for the cost if you need the money later on. Budget building wise, they're equal. 182 team submissions in 4 minutes time. Not gonna lie, I'm just happy racing and F1 Fantasy's back. Same. And again, I said this at the start of the stream. You guys need to remember, in 5 races time, whenever that is, right, with 2 cancellations. In 5 races time, when all our teams look the same, and everyone's like, oh, F1 Fantasy is so boring, everyone's just building the same thing. Remember today, because there's truly never been more viable options. Where's your 3x team? I don't meet the prerequisites for it, so I don't have a 3x team. I don't meet the prerequisites, so I don't have a 3x team. Limitless or 3x depends on if you meet the prerequisites. If you meet the prerequisites for both, I think it's 3x. I'm gonna say that word so many times today that it's not even funny. I should definitely remember how to spell it. Prerequisites. Yeah, prerequisites. Cool. Can you show me your team 2 before you use Limitless ship? Yes, it was this. This meets the prerequisites. All assets increase in price. Why 2x on Leclerc? That's a really good question. It shouldn't be. It's I actually want it to be on Antonelli. Great question. Great question because I want it to be on Antonelli. I always try to arrange my drivers so that my 2x is top left. If we're going to budget, we go for Lindblad or Bortoleto? Yes. What was 3x again? No, negative is definitely a play. I don't know if I'm the one to make it, though. What other prerequisites? You joined late? Okay, so prerequisites for using Limitless is that all your assets are good for price increases. You don't have like a Hulkenberg or something in your team. So you need assets that you need to have, like, you know, Bortoleto, Bearman, Lindblad, whatever. A team that performed well in Australia. That is the prerequisites for Limitless. If you meet those prerequisites, you don't have to use Limitless, but you can do so if you want to, and I think it's a good play. If you meet the prerequisites for the 3x, is this clip. If you meet that prerequisite, I think you're making... Oh, okay, I'm screaming. If you meet the prerequisite to use the 3x, the prerequisite being that you have a team of George Russell plus Leclerc or Antonelli, I think you're making a mistake if you do not use the 3x. I think you're playing suboptimally because truly you are not getting a better opportunity later in the season to use the 3x than right now. Let me be clear, this is only if you meet the prerequisite, which is George Russell plus Antonelli or Leclerc. Not Antonelli and Leclerc, it's George Russell plus either of Leclerc and Antonelli. And if you meet that prerequisite, I think you're making a mistake if you don't play the 3x. There might be opportunities later in the season that are equally as good as today in China, but that's the key word, equally as good. There's not going to be a better opportunity to use it. Full stop. Cool. Boom! Damn, this man is loud and spitting. He's very... do I scream this much? I think I scream this much. When I scream this much when I get excited. I should calm it down a bit. Less or equal to than 27. I don't know what that means. Please talk about your 3x. I'm getting anxiety. I have your last week 3. Okay, my team 3 is just double cheap constructor to build budget and just calling it a day. Ilio, nice to be back. I have a budget rising team. What are the factors you should take into considering to skip it? It seems too good to be true. What, Limitless? The only thing you should take into consideration for not using Limitless is, will it be even better in Japan or Monaco? And the answer is maybe. UN says good day. Okay, he came back. Good. Thank you, Mark, for giving it back. You can go and tell him that he was so slow on the live that I had to bounce. Yeah, Limitless. What's your suggestion on the Limitless team? I think I'm doing this on my Limitless team. What's Ryther doing? Actually, what's Ryther doing? We should listen to the goat. What's Ryther saying? Did he post in simulations or? Who said Ryther's playing Limitless, by the way? Specifically for the stats team, it allows to get Mercier points when they're dominant, keep AB constructor price increase. What did Ryther say? There's a lot of data on my screen right now. Yeah, Ryther did say Limitless, but where specifically? He's using Norris instead of Max? Okay. Interesting. I think that could be a good play for differential reasons, for sure. When are you going to use Limitless? On my main team, I'm hoping that my okay. I'm hoping that this team that I have right now increases in price and looks really good for China or for Japan, and then I can use the Limitless in Japan. That's what I'm hoping. If it doesn't work out well and I catch a lot of DNFs in China, it's probably Monaco. Do we have a Rain Fantasy League? Yes, we do. And if 100 of you beat me in my own league, okay? So the league is in the description on YouTube. It's also pinned on my Twitter, so just go to my Twitter if you want it there. So if where is it here? If 100 of you, I'm far down the pecking order, by the way. If 100 of you beat me at the end of the season, I'm shaving my mustache on stream. That is the wager that I've set with you guys. So if you want to see me shave on stream in December, join this. So that is the agreed upon wager. That if 100 of you beat me, that's what we're doing. So yep. If you want to humiliate me, make sure to join the league. And also join the Predict League, because it's fun. You'll be one of them for sure. Cool. That's never happening. I mean, I'm 500th in the league right now. You have to... Well, Verharb, we have to just... more people need to join then. When are you doing team submissions? Now. Right now, actually. Here are the Ryther sims. Alright, as always, we're doing the... I just ruined my setup. Alright. We'll do this one. Okay, so as always, if you are a member on YouTube or a subscriber on Twitch, you have priority when it comes to team submissions. And as always, I'm going to try to get through as many of your teams as possible today. But just know that there is definitely a chance that I might miss some. And if so, just keep your eyes and ears peeled. Because I'd rather talk about 5 teams for 20 minutes than 20 teams, right? Because you have to actually go in and talk about... Oh, whatever. You know this by now. Calendar is first. This is from last week. Yeah, okay. So, we have a bunch of options here. We have a bunch of graphics and stuff. I have my current team. Could roll the transfers. Maybe pop up 3x or try some other things. Check it out. I'm leaning towards the middle one the most at the moment. Cool. So, we have current team. Leclerc, Russell, Behrman, Lindblad, Bortoletto. Ooh, that is... I am so jealous of everyone that had this team last week. This team is insane. So this option is basically you go for Antonelli. and Colapinto. So you sell Lindblad to Colapinto to afford the upgrade of Leclerc to Antonelli. And then you pop the 3x. I think, like, personally at least... What are you doing here? Oh, you're already switching to Ferrari Mercedes? You can afford that? Oh, with Lawson over Behrman. Right. That's crazy that you can afford that already. I think this is like what you move to next week. And because of that, I think you don't do the Leclerc to Antonelli switch. Because if you really think about it, Antonelli getting P2 here with no overtakes, and then P2 tomorrow in the race, and then Leclerc's points from overtakes and stuff like that, I think they're going to be quite equal in terms of points. So I think you don't use 2 transfers to switch to this team to use the 3x. I think you just use the 3x on this team, save the transfers, and then you can move to this if you want to in Japan quite easy. Leclerc over Antonelli in 2x, by the way. That's what I mean. I think it's close. I think Leclerc and Antonelli are definitely close. But that's what I would do, personally. But if you want to move to this because you believe more in Antonelli over Leclerc, that's totally fine. My past race week, 161st in the 161,000 in the world, could stay and go limitless. Dude, did everyone just have the goated picks of Bortoletto over Hulkenberg? This team can definitely final fix. Limitless. Other options include the classic, switching the cheap assets around. You can switch to, with Lawson, actually, selling Behrman to go for this. It's a play. It's definitely a play. I don't know if I would make it. It's quite good, though. If you really want to use the 3x, I think you can go for this. But I think switching off of Behrman is scary just because of how highly owned he is. Gotoletto, yup. I picked Gothenburg and I got punished. Then we have 3x Leclerc and 2x Antonelli. No, if you have Leclerc and Antonelli, you don't use the 3x. You only 3x if you have Russell. Yeah, Leclerc and Antonelli is not the 3x team. You have to have Russell for the 3x, in my opinion. That is what I believe is the prerequisites. Photo 1, initial team. Photo 2, possible team. Not sure about having the Haas constructor without a Haas driver, but it looks like Russell is pretty important now. I agree with that. I think it's the same as what we just discussed here. I don't know if I would make the switch. I think it's scary going without Behrman. You catch the Haas points with the Haas constructor, right? But here you keep Hulkenberg, right? So Hulkenberg is going to drop in price. If you're okay with holding Hulkenberg forever, I guess... Sure, but Hulkenberg is going to drop to 5 million, and I don't see how you get rid of Hulkenberg next week without selling like Antonelli or Haas. So I think you being on this team, which is basically what I was on, but you had Lindblad over, Lawson and Ocon over Behrman. I think you do what I do and just sell Hulkenberg. You can go Hulkenberg to Behrman, can't you? I would do that, if I'm honest. I would do that. I think this is fine. But I think you have to reconsider, like, is Russell important? Yes. But I think Mercedes is more important. And I actually think, like, why are you having Russell, Antonelli, and Ferrari when you can have Russell, Mercedes, and ignore Antonelli? Because I truly think Russell plus Mercedes is better than Russell, Antonelli, Ferrari. So I don't think switching to this team is optimal now, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? I feel like that makes sense. Deep Sirs, what's up? Welcome to the Twitch chat. We're doing some team submissions right now, and then I'm going to lock in my team, and then we're watching the sprint together. Sounds fun? Does me feeling wanting confirmation? Cool. Glad we agree. Dude, Robert taking the piss out of me is so funny. Let's do the team submissions. Again, there's a lot of them. Let's try and move through these. Planko, first up. First is Australia, second is China. Okay. We had a bunch of teams here. We've made the moves. There's a lot of teams to discuss. A lot of money in the bank on that first team. It's Russell Mercedes, like that. We have a wild card here, team 2. Understandable, because you got stuck with Piastri Bottas. Unlucky, some would say. And then Limitless activated on Team 3. I can't say I agree with the Limitless play on Team 3, considering Hadjar and Hulkenberg are dropping in price. But, I mean, you do you. I mean, the Limitless team is good. It's just I don't really agree on the play. But, is there a link for the Discord? The one below doesn't work. Huh. It should be on... check the YouTube, actually. Sorry, Deep Sir. I can actually just post it in the chat as well. Copy link. Here we go. I'll just send it there. I'll have to look into that. I thought it worked. Yeah, Plank was definitely testing there. Definitely testing. We then have Board Aficionado. Rolling a transfer on this is 3x worth it. No, 3x is not worth it because you don't have Russell. You don't meet the prerequisites. But rolling a transfer, I definitely agree with. I mean, you have the lineup. I would consider Limitless with this team for sure. But I also think Limitless could be really strong next week or in Monaco. So you don't have to use Limitless, but you can use it if you want to. Limitless or 3x with this? 3x. We've discussed that in great detail today. Def 3x on Team 3. Is the Ross Hamilton also worth the 3x? I mean, can't you just do Hamilton to Leclerc, though? Like, you can just make one transfer. Oh, wait, you're capped out. Oh, because you went Hamilton Behrman here. Interesting. Sure, I mean, I could see Hamilton getting a surprise podium. Maybe get a, you know... Ross Hamilton is also worth the 3x, I think. I would say. It's close, though. Moving on. Limitless in Japan with price gain. Hopefully, no one DNF. Yeah, I mean, this team is insane. This team is actually insane. Limitless in Japan. I agree. Price gain. Hopefully, no one DNF. Yep. Looks great. Love the team. That's what I would do. If this was your team and you haven't made transfers already, you could consider Limitless now, but you don't have to. Formula T. We have A is not making any changes to my team. This is your team here. Russell Leclerc, Ferrari Racing Bulls. I mean, why is everyone on this team like, oh, Rain, what should I do with my team? Oh no, my team is literally the perfect team that I could have built from week 1. I'm sorry. I mean, this team is insane. Like, this team is actually insane. I would use 3x on this team and just hold it. Yeah. This is the play. This is the play, Formula T. I'm super jealous. I wish I had this team. This team is so good. I am salty, okay? I am salty. Let me be salty. I am salty. JP Tame. Would you take a -10 in order to get this and then do 3x, or just roll transfer? No, I would not do this and get Paris in just for the 3x. Again, I think there are going to be equally good opportunities later in the season to use 3x. But, again, it's equally as good as this week. But I don't think using a -10 to get Checo in is the right move, if I'm honest. I would just roll a transfer and hold the 3x. That's what I'm doing on my team. Do I go triple Haas or Bortoletto Lawson? Jonas Streamlays don't know what to do if he's already answered this. 3x on Antonelli. No, you don't 3x on Leclerc plus Antonelli. You're basically in the same boat as me. You have Behrman, Lawson, Lindblad, Bortoletto to Bortoletto Lawson or triple Haas. It's a coin toss, man. I don't even know the true answer to this. So yeah, what would you prioritize? Plus 25.7 points gain or 0.0 or 0.3 price gain and 1 use free transfer? Ooh, that's some maths for F1 Fantasy Tools to look into. I don't actually know. Plus 25 in expected points seems like a lot. I think I would have to know the actual transfer, the actual decisions here. Because I don't really know. Deep Sir, you've been watching F1 for 8 years as your first ever fantasy. Welcome to the game. I mean, I love this game. I love F1 Fantasy. I think it's the perfect F1 Fantasy game. Not that it's perfect, but like the format is perfect for it. There's definitely improvements that can be made to it. It's relatively young in terms of fantasy games. But it's fun. It's fun. I just love watching it, like watching the sport and seeing, you know, if I have Bortoleto on my team and I see Bortoleto do an overtake, I'm like, yes! Even though, you know, P15 to P14, I'm like, yes! Points from a fantasy team. That's why I watch. That's why I play this game. That's why I play this game. Did I do this? I mean, this is the team that I have, basically. But, you know, it's Lindblad instead of, Hulk. So, we've talked about that a ton. We've talked about this a ton. I'm gonna skip all the teams that look like that. All the Leclerc and Antonelli teams I'm gonna skip now, guys, because that's the team I'm on. So we're gonna talk about that in, like, when I lock in my team in a few minutes' time. So I'm going to skip this now for now. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. 2x will go on Antonelli. Wonder if I should make a second transfer. No. Current team. Pop the 3x. Wait. This is my current team. After going through a chip guide and thoughts, I thought the 3x this team right now, and then Limitless in Japan, and then post Japan, I can easily run Russell, Mercer, Ferrari, and I'm set. Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah, you use the 3x now. If everything goes well and you don't have any DNFs, you Limitless in Japan, and then you're super chilling. You're super chilling. 100%. Here we have a bunch of the same stuff, I believe. We have a super Ferrari team. Ferrari engine, question mark. No Haas, though. Is it truly a Ferrari engine if you don't have Haas? All Mercedes. Thinking Limitless Team 1. Though use transfers, so don't think it's still... I mean, if you've used transfers, they won't save, right? They will go back. So it depends on what your team was beforehand. Because if this was your team beforehand, then yes, Limitless is worth it. But I'm assuming you've made 2 transfers, so you've switched something around, right? Yeah, that's what I want to say. This will be a race on making it 2A constructors ASAP and maximizing 3x value, which is prior to having 2A constructors. Yes. I agree, Yamo. I think the 3x is going to be weaker later in the season because we're not going to get to the budget by the time there's a sprint race. Looks like Japan is middle of the pack for overtakes, so doesn't the non-sprint weekend argument kind of fade? I believe it's definitely on the lower side of overtakes across the last couple of seasons. We obviously don't know how that's going to work with the new regs. Yeah, we don't know how that's going to work with the new regs. But it's also that it's so early in the season. It's a single race weekend. And it's after a sprint weekend, which means that more assets are likely to rise in price because of the inflated scores from a sprint weekend. So there's a bunch of things still talking for it, even if there are overtakes on track. But, like, people are playing Limitless in China, and we're expecting overtakes here. So, yeah. I think Japan is just, you know, similar in that vibe. But again, it's early in the season, so the delta's good for that reason. It's after a sprint race, so it's more likely that you have assets that increase in price. That's basically the vibe. Alright, I think we've discussed most of these teams by now. I'm just gonna see if there's anything here. We have Sainz and Albon. That's... you think you're screwy is my first F1 fans have no clue what to do. I'm also considering switching Bottas to Lindblad and Albon to Behrman. Do I use Limitless or 3x? You don't use 3x because you don't have 2 premium drivers, Deepster. So yeah, you don't use 3x because you don't have 2 premium drivers. You need 2 premium drivers to use 3x. I mean, having Mercedes Racing Balls with George Russell is good. Like, that is not bad. But you need to sell... You can't have Hulkenberg and Bottas. You have free transfers, I see here. So, Hulkenberg and Bottas are going to drop in price, meaning you lose budget on them. Sainz and Albon are also probably dropping in price, right? Because Sainz and Albon need 19 and 20 points, respectively, to increase the maximum. 12 and 13 to not drop in price. I think you need to look at this top line of drivers from, like, Lawson and above. So, Lawson, Ocon, Perez, Colapinto, Bortoleto, Lindblad, Behrman are the crop of drivers I would look at in terms of price increases. And sort of the budget drivers that I would select from currently. I think Hulk is going to be a great option in like 2 or 3 races time when he's dropped in price. But because Hulk DNF'd last time around, he now needs to score a lot more points to increase. Okay? So, you don't use the 3x. You can't use the Limitless if you started now, I believe. But starting now, fresh from like 100 million, we'll do like 100 mil here. this is what they're saying. Mercedes Ferrari for points, but again, I don't think that's the play. I think you're doing this, and like if you're starting now, I think this is the vibe. You say you're not even using all the money, but it's like something along these lines. It's definitely Mercedes plus Russell, and then the rest are just good, solid round options. Oh, it's not fresh. Just the screenshot's old. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so you had that team. That's really unlucky. That changes things a bit. I think you wildcard, if I'm honest. Can I be so crass? I mean, the Williams aren't awful. Bottas and Hulk has got to go, though. I think you wildcard. Honestly, I think you wildcard. And I think you go for something like this. Just switch out all the cheap assets. Or you do like, you could, if you don't want to use the wildcard, you could do a -10. You could keep one of Sainz and Albon and just do like Hulkenberg, Bottas, and then either Sainz or Albon out and take a -10. I think that could also work if you want to keep the wildcard. But I definitely think you need to sell 3 of them, if that makes sense. Albon from Lindblad and Bottas for Behrman. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, because you can kind of say, okay, I'm just going to eat the budget losses on Hulkenberg and keep him forever. Because if you never sell Hulkenberg, you don't actually lose the money for him, if that makes sense. So if you just commit, you're like, okay, Hulkenberg is going to drop to 5 million after Japan, but if I hold him for the first 12 races of the season, he's going to go back up again, right? Hulk won't be a long term. Yeah. So I could definitely see that. I think if you don't want to take the -10 now, you can do that, but then I do think that you're committing to holding Hulkenberg long term, which could obviously backfire if he keeps going. Chris says, I'm drunk, but how do I get girls? You get female friends. That's the true question. That's the true answer. You get female friends that you're not hitting on. You actually get like a group of friends from all genders, I guess, that you are friends with, and then they tell their friends that, you know, oh, I know this guy, he's a really good guy, and then you meet through them. That's how you actually get girls. If you're trying to pick up girls in a bar, that doesn't really work anymore. It's basically just a hit and miss. Try and be respectful. If they say no, you leave. But, I mean, that's just rejection therapy at its greatest. You're basically just... If you're just hitting on someone in a bar, you're 98% likely to fail unless you're the best-looking guy in the world. So... Yeah, I think the long-term strat is get female friends. The short-term strat is just know that you're gonna get rejected. Don't be an idiot when you try and do it. And if they say no, or you know, just know your place and leave immediately. Okay, so no. I don't have a 100% success rate. That's the thing. Like I have a 2% success rate, but I've had a success rate. You know what I mean? Shock being a nice normal person works. Yeah. There you go. Moving on. Sorry for the dumb question, but how do we get the screenshots to you? It's on my Discord. So the Discord is linked in the description, and then there's a team submissions channel where you can post the screenshots. All right, so I think we'll leave the team submissions there for now, though. I know I didn't get to all of them, but I think I've gotten to enough of them because now we need to talk about my team. My budget building team is set. Am I going Verstappen or Norris on this? That is the question. Ryther says Norris. But Max, though. Awfully specific percentage. It was pulled from thin air. It's probably higher than 2%. I don't actually know what my success rate is. I'm going to be so honest. This is the deadline we all signed up for. Go Max for differential. I mean, Norris is super differential. No, 9% owned. I don't actually know what most people are going for. I think Max is less differential, objectively. Max, I don't think so can climb positions. I agree. I think I'm going Max. I think this is my Limitless team on my team 2. On this team, is it Ocon? I would love to use the Limitless next week in Japan with this team. The thing is, I just know I'm gonna get this wrong. Okay, hold up. Okay, so let me talk to you for a second. Internal Kombucha, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. Okay. So, last week, I said I like Hulkenberg better than Bortoletto for this reason. Sleepy, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. I said I like Hulkenberg more than Bortoletto for this reason. Bortoletto's car didn't start. I said I like Lawson more than Lindblad for this reason. Lindblad climbed up to P3 on turn 1. Okay? I got it wrong. And now I'm in the shitter. So here I am with a decision that truly feels like a 33-33-33. Do I go for Arvid Lindblad? Do I go for Gabriel Bortoletto? Or do I go for Esteban Ocon? I could go for either of these three. I think that they all have merits. Obviously, Bortoletto and Lindblad are more likely to increase in price than Ocon. But Ocon is in the Haas. I'm already tripling up. I already have the double Haas. I can triple up on it. The reliability looks good, right? Haas looks better than V-Carb does, than the Red Bull engine, I will say. Audi have had some reliability issues. So I think Ocon makes up for the fact that he's not, the best budget building option by being in that Haas, by being in that reliable Haas. With that being said, I think that no matter what I end up doing here today, I'm gonna get it wrong. Because that's just the type of guy I am, okay? So, if you want the true tip of the week, we're not doing tip of the week just yet, okay? But this is like the secret tip of the week. The secret tip of the week for the week is don't do what I do, because I'm gonna be the unlucky one, alright? If I go for Ocon, just know that he's going to crash into turn 1 at DNF, and then Bortoletto is gonna, end up P5 with a 40-pointer, increasing in price for the next 12 races guarantee. And then I'm gonna buy Bortoletto, and then it's gonna DNF, okay? So, secret tip of the week, don't do what I do, because I'm gonna get it wrong. Rain giving us his secret tip. That's the worst comment I've ever read. That is actually the worst comment I've ever read in my chat. Anyway, you keep Lawson then. I am keeping Lawson. My transfer, okay, so my team was this, okay? This was my team, and I'm selling Hulkenberg, I'm keeping Lawson, I'm saving a transfer. Look, mate, it's 50-50, you either get it or you don't. Yeah, and now it's 33-33-33, because it's, it's a 50-50. Listen, it's just a pink. We now know what 2% of girls know. Oh my god, this is the worst. Alright, so we'll keep that on just to know what vibe this stream was at 3:27 in the morning. Like, I should have like a comment, like a chatter hall of fame with like the worst chats I've ever had. Just print them out and put them above my computer. I think that'd be fun. And I think this one makes it. To the chat hall of fame. Okay? Are you playing the 3X? No, because I don't have Russell. So I'm not playing the 3X. Always go just one asset diff, then Rain, are you good? That is actually the strat. Celtic knows. So the way you win in F1 Fantasy is by building my team, but whenever I say it's a 50-50 decision, you go the other way, and you will almost always be correct. Screenshot put in the Discord channel called Chat Hall of Fame. That's actually not a bad idea. I'll probably do that. Lindblad or Bortoletto? I don't know. It's 50-50, Scythe. That's what we're discussing right now. I truly do not know, okay? And I'm gonna get it wrong, and I know I'm gonna get it wrong, and I'm so sad that I'm gonna get it wrong, because I would love to get it right. But I don't think I'm getting it right. So, well, I've been on Ocon for long enough, so now it's just like the confirmation bias within my brain that's like, oh, if you switch off of Ocon now, blah, 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 blah. But like, it doesn't matter if I switch off of Ocon, because I haven't been on Ocon. Like, I might as well just go for Bortoletto. Like, it's just the same. Or should I actually go by sprint quali? Should I go by sprint quali rules and say Arvid Lindblad is starting the furthest back? I think he's gonna do well. He had a great launch off the line last time around, to be fair. No, pick another dude. Don't take Bortoleto. I have him. Is the Red Bull 4 engine reliable enough? We don't know. No, I've got him too. Should I go, like, if I go off the sprint quality rules, I should pick Lindblad. But Red Bull look bad. So I don't know if that's the play. Go Lindblad. I feel like you have someone else. Luca, thank you so much for the sub on YouTube. By the way, make sure to like the stream if you're on YouTube, guys. We are at, what are we at? 238 people in chat currently. And we haven't hit 100 likes yet. We're 10 likes away and we'll do tip of the week. 10 likes, then we do tip of the week. 10 likes and we'll do tip of the week. Alright, so... yeah, I truly don't know. What does this say? For... is this visible? Like, this is... yeah, it is bottom here. It's just barely visible. Let's go structures. Expected points. Ocon's 5.4 to be fair. Lindblad's 4.2. Bortoleto 4. Yeah, I'm going for Ocon. I think I've decided I'm going for Ocon. I think I'm going for Ocon. No chips on my team 1. I think this is just my team. And then we'll see what happens. Also, if someone crashes on the way to the grid again, please spam me because I'm not... I'm not dealing with that, okay? Tip of the season, build Rain's team and choose the opposite of his hesitation choices. Yes, correct. There we go. That's me looking up how to spell prerequisites. Chat, are we rocking with Limitless if we had a team that had all budget increase? Yes, we are. I think we are. Ryther says yes, and I trust Ryther. But I think there are going to be other good opportunities for Limitless as well. So I don't think it's a must play. Okay, he chooses Ocon. Chat, we go over Lindblad. I love that you accidentally did the Bort emotes. That's really funny to me. I'll be using the 3x if you have Russell plus Antonelli or Russell plus Leclerc. Waiting a bit for chip activation purely due to potential of crash. I mean, I've activated Limitless on this team. This is the team. I'm doing Max plus triple Mercedes, triple Ferrari on my second team. But team 1, this is the one I'm focusing on. So... Sim suggests taking minus 20 to get to a 3x team is giving 80 points delta. Yeah, but not taking a minus 20 in Sandvort and using the 3x is giving you 100 points delta. So what about that then, you know? I would not say it's worth it. It's worth that. Even though the delta, you know, 80 point delta. But what if it's 100 point delta if you don't take the minus 20 in you know, half a season's time? Max is max, Landa's more differential, pick your poison. True. Do I 3x if I have Leclerc and Hamilton? No, you only 3x if you have Russell. I cannot make that more clear. Let me play this one more time. If you meet the prerequisite to use the 3x, the prerequisite being that you have a team of George Russell plus Leclerc or Antonelli, I think you're making a mistake if you do not use the 3x. I think you're playing sub-optimally because truly you are not getting a better opportunity later in the season to use the 3x than right now. Let me be clear, this is only if you meet the prerequisite, which is George Russell plus Antonelli or Leclerc. Not Antonelli and Leclerc, it's George Russell plus either of Leclerc and Antonelli. And if you meet that prerequisite, I think you're making a mistake if you don't play the 3x. There might be opportunities later in the season that are equally as good as today in China, but that's the key word, equally as good. There's not going to be a better opportunity to use it. Full stop. Cool. And that's the vibes, guys. That's the vibes. Shut up. Damn, this guy's spitting facts. True. He's so proud. I'm not proud of this video. Just I don't want to say it again. You know what I mean? I'm just. This guy knows what he's talking about, man. This is my team. I'm gonna tweet this out. And have we hit 100 likes yet on the YouTube stream, guys? 111. You guys have smashed it. Also, let me just say, 232 viewers at 3:34 in the morning is truly incredible. Like, honestly, thank you so much for that. Truly incredible. I mean, I know that people are from other places in the world, but I know most of my viewers are European. And those of you who are from Europe, thank you so much for joining. Those of you who are in other places in the world, thank you so much for keeping the numbers and the spirits high. It's been a fun stream, and we still have 25 minutes of questions and things to do. But if you're new to the stream, if it's your first time here, we have a segment that we run every single week, or every single, race weekend, called Tip of the Week. Where I give you my #1 tip that's never failed ever. Sometimes it's super generic, and I'm sorry. Sometimes it's specific, but it's always, and it's never been wrong, it's always the correct play, okay? Crank it up. Tip of the week is the clip. Yeah, give me some tip of the week guesses here. Here comes the MS Paint. You already know it. Just go one as a tip. No, that's a season tip. That's not tip of the week. That's tip of the season. Tip jokes have begun, and they're never gonna stop. Rain Fantasy's #1 tip of the week. And it is something we've discussed today. Get 2A Constructor ASAP is not it, because I don't think it's the correct play for this week. It's definitely, I mean, you're definitely calling Tip of the Week in like 2 races time. Tip of the Week is if use 3x or Limitless. There we go. That's tip of the week. But this is important. Guys, this is important. If you meet the prerequisites. If you don't meet the prerequisites, don't do it. What are these? What's this? What are the prerequisites? Well, go back to my stream and look through them. I've talked about them like 40 times. I've talked about it like 40 times. Run the clip! Run the clip. Run the clip. That's tip of the week. But yeah, 2A Constructor is going to be tip of the week in like... Not Japan, but I would imagine whichever is the next race after Japan. Is it Miami? It's probably Miami. Keyword if. Keyword if. Keyword if. Keyword. But which between the two? If okay, actually, if you can do both, if you meet the prerequisites for both, you do 3x. Because I think there are going to be higher upside Limitless plays later in the season, and I don't think there's going to be higher upside 3x plays later in the season. What is prerequisites? It's like what you need to have, like what your team needs to look like to make the play optimal. So for 3x, it's you have Russell plus one or the other. For Limitless, is that your team had a good race in Australia. Best Limitless team, it's triple Mercedes, triple Ferrari, and something else. This could be Piastri, it could be Norris, it could be Verstappen. I think it's going to be Verstappen just because it's Max, and I think he can get some decent overtakes. But again, prerequisites for the Limitless is that, I mean, you have to have a good, you know, what's it called? Budget building weekend after Australia, where all your assets increase in price and look likely to increase further in price. On my team 1, I had Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg is not likely to increase in price, so I can't use. I don't meet the prerequisites to use my Limitless on team 1. Looked up a word that's too fancy for 3 AM EU time. Yes, I did Google how to spell it. I've said this word more times than my own name, probably. I don't know why I would be saying my own name. That's such a bad saying. I've said this more times than... I don't know. Gotta look at team submissions right now. Got something that could be fun to follow over the year. You've intrigued me, Bubbles. What's this? Oh, you're doing a team for each of the AIs. Oh, that's actually really cool. I think that's pretty fun. Okay, so there are Limitless, and 3x boosting. Oh, not yours? Okay, not yours, not yours. Who's doing it? It's interesting that they're using Limitless 3x boost. I mean, the 3x is... I mean, this is just correct. Oh, just a web page? Link in Discord chat? I'll look it up. I mean, yeah, this is just correct. I don't know what they had in the back to use Limitless, but, you know. Is it here? I'm checking this out. This is cool. AI Formula 1 Fantasy League. What teams do they have? This one ran Leclerc, Bortoleto, Lindblad, Paris, Bottas, Mercedes, Ferrari. Ooh, and now this guy is using Limitless. This one's gonna fall behind. Claude Opus is gonna fall behind because it has Paris, Bottas. I mean, it got Bortoleto, Lindblad correct, so that's lucky. But Paris and Bottas is gonna continue dropping. Sure, it has Mercedes, Ferrari, so it's gaining some points now on that. But it's definitely dropping, keep dropping in value, so it's gonna have a lower budget than the rest of the teams. This team, I mean, this guy, Gemini just picked the meta team, like the best team available to him. So this guy's flying, using Limitless. That's a great team. Gemini's doing great. This one did Russell Hamilton, Ferrari, Audi. Unlucky. None of them picked Hulkenberg. That's crazy to me how all of them picked Bortoleto over Hulkenberg. Gemini, yeah, Gemini's cooking. Gemini's cooking. I'm gonna be, yeah, Gemini's cooking. Russell Hamilton is interesting here. How come all of these guys picked Behrman, Bortoleto, Lindblad, and I picked freaking Lawson Hulkenberg? Like, you can see their analysis. I'm curious. This is such a good website. What? Changes. 254 steps. Slight. I mean, they're overvaluing the price of Hamilton than Leclerc. I mean, Cloud's wrecked, surely. I mean, Cloud's gonna pull ahead early, but it's gonna fall behind late. 100%. I mean, you could dig through this for hours. It's really interesting, though. Even AI went... Yeah, AI listened to my tip. Sorry, using the 3x? No, because I don't have the team for it. I mean, this guy's switching Hamilton to Leclerc now. Gemini switched... Oh, no. Gemini. Oh, it's swapped. Oh, that's really annoying. Yeah, Claude's doing Limitless. This is incorrect. ChatGPT is using Limitless with this team. I mean, that's also just correct. It's risky because it's Hamilton Audi, but it's also not. It's a good play. And Gemini is doing 3x. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Gemini's just playing correct. Yeah. Gemini went 3x. Yeah. Yeah. Gemini's bing chilling. Gemini's doing great. Gemini's actually just playing optimal and getting lucky. All right. Do we have anything else to do? Just vibe, I guess. Norris or Piastri? On the Limitless, I assume. I think I'd go for Norris. Bigger differential. But it's kind of the same. Yeah, I also think that's a very interesting one. I'll keep that in mind, Bubble. Thank you so much for that. Have I like how am I done with 15 minutes to go? Have I just been that much on speed today? I guess we're just doing chat questions now. I agree, Jetto, 100%. I think 3x is going to be really difficult to play this year. That's why I'm so adamant that 3x is the correct play this week if you have the right team for it. Like, I'm super jealous that I can't play it because, like, what, you know, when am I going to play it? Like, what would I have to do to even get to it? Commit to the Hulkenberg price loss? Probably. And go down to Audi. Or sell Behrman. I mean, you just don't have the team for it. Like, what am I doing? Like, I'm doing something like this? No. There's no way that's happening. I haven't done the driver tier list. Prickly! Thank you so much for the Prime sub. Did I do that last week? I didn't I? I've completely forgotten, like, one of my main segments. I'm truly that bad. Huh? Yeah, no, because I've definitely not added the new driver images to the tier list. I knew that something was missing. I knew something was missing. I've just... Hold up. I definitely did not do it last week because I wouldn't have had Checo and Bottas because I hadn't downloaded the images yet. I downloaded the images this week for the team selection video. I just didn't do driver tier list last week, and I haven't done one this week. I knew something was missing. There's like I felt like how do we have 15 minutes left to go of the stream? How have I boomed it that bad? Sorry, bad mod forgot as well. I think I don't even seen anyone talk about the driver tier list. Let's send it 12 minutes left. Are we selling a hole for Ocon? Yes, that's what I'm doing. Lindblad or Bortoletti as my Hulkenberg replacements? I think it's 50-50, Kevin. Thank you so much for the chat on Twitch, though. I truly don't know, Kevin. I think it's such a 50-50 choice. I think I would go for Lindblad just because he's starting further back in the sprint. I think. But it's really, really close. Wow. I can't believe I boomed it that bad. Okay, well, let's slam it, no? I mean, there's no reason to slam it, but... Just assumed you moved it around or did it earlier and missed it? I mean, I just forgot. Yeah, I'm doing Ocon, so I'm doing slightly different. I'm just playing it different. I can't believe it. Okay, no, okay. Team submissions. Driver tier list will be back in Japan. think all my teams are done, though. Yeah, this team is just... This was the full budget building with Hamilton, right? Yeah. Should I limit this on this team as well? I don't think so. Hamilton has a 68% chance of increasing in price. Can you play Limbrand and really Ocon? No, I'm picking Ocon. My 3x team has Ocon instead of Bearman. I can do one transfer of Bearman or stay differential. Yeah, I mean, if you're just using the one, like, super free transfer, then you can go back to Bearman if you want to. I think it's, you know, decent play. Are we concerned at all with McLaren being the real deal? No. What's a good budget, and by what GP predicted for 4A? For 4A, you're crazy. Like final 6 maybe. For 2A constructor with one like for George Russell plus Mercedes Ferrari, maybe like mid-season. For Antonelli plus Mercedes Ferrari, like after Japan. Are you staying live for the sprints? Yes. I think so. Am I? I mean, I'm kind of interested to see how the sprint works with these new regs, but I also have to get to work. Limitless for Team 3? I'm not gonna do it on my... I'm using Limitless on my Team 2. That's my differential play. Norris or Max and Limitly? I prefer Max just because it's Max. Hi, Rain. I have your same team too, but I don't think I want to use Limitless. Fair. So it's between Haas or Racing Bulls. What will you do? I mean, they're a toss-up, really. Any news for crashes before start? Nothing that I've seen as of yet. Alright, let me tweet out... my team for the Chinese GP. My team for China. Hulk to Ocon. Roll 1 transfer. Good luck, all the chip users this week. I'm very, very jealous of you. But I'll be holding mine for now. And then we do a little boom. That's the team. Make sure to go and give that a little like. If you haven't followed me on Twitter, make sure you do so as well. We're trying. I'm close to 2K on Twitter. How are you feeling, Team 1? I'm loving how nobody's on 3x because I agree it's essentially it's sensational to use on Russell. Yeah, I wish I had it. I wish I had it. My team 1, I mean, my team 1 is my worst performing team so far, but we'll see. Mid-season upgrades for Williams as Martin means 4xA assets for everyone. Sure. Though, if they would still technically be B-tier assets, it's just they would be premium, I guess. I don't really know how that works. Also, if you are watching right now on YouTube and you haven't liked the stream, make sure you do so. We're 133 likes. We can maybe get to 150. Maybe that's pushing it. If you haven't subscribed on YouTube, we're trying to hit 5K. We're this close. I just want to catch Ewan, man. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm in a race. I'm trying to catch him. If I've Lawson on all other max budget gainer, is it worth the limit as 3x? I think Lawson is okay. Yes. I think as long as you have no one from Ghastly and below, I think you're kind of chilling. Here we go. As long as you don't have anyone from Ghastly and below, you can consider Limitless. On Limitless, double McLaren or double Ferrari? Definitely triple Ferrari. I think Ferrari are just better in race pace than McLaren's and are going to overtake them. My Limitless team on my team 2 is this. No McLaren. Lawson or Colapinto? Lawson. Definitely. You want to go Hamilton over Leclerc? Brave boy. I'm seeing a lot of Ham instead of Leclerc on X. Is that just Ewan spreading propaganda? I think it's wrong. I mean, like Leclerc, Hamilton was faster than Leclerc in sprint quality because Leclerc had an issue with the deployment of the battery. Like, Leclerc lost like 4/10 on the straight. Hamilton improved by like 9/10 on that final run in Q3. And Leclerc improved by like 1/10 and had deployment issues. Leapfrog did the same. Huh. Do I autopilot with Leclerc and Kimi? Yeah, you can. I think it's a good play. Any surprises? Not really. Damn, it's hard to choose between Ocon, Lindblad, Bortoleto. I know. I've decided Ocon now. Also because like it's an asset I don't have on my other teams, right? I have Lindblad, Bortoleto on my team 3, so I might as well be differential and pick Ocon here. Why Max for Limitless? Because it's Max. I think he can get some overtakes. I'm expecting the McLarens to drop in position, and I'm expecting the Verstappen to climb at least above Gasly, right? No, see the last comment? Leclerc for Antonelli for 3x going from Bortoleto to Lawson or Colapinto. I'm trying to see what's happening here, and I'm unsure. Decide quick, no negative or not. I've decided to not use it. What situation would you do Russell 3x? Play the clip. You meet the prerequisite to use the 3x. The prerequisite being that you have a team of George Russell plus Leclerc. Oh. If you meet the prerequisite to use the 3x, the prerequisite being that you have a team of George Russell plus Leclerc or Antonelli, I think you're making a mistake if you do not use the 3x. I think you're playing suboptimally because truly you are not getting a better opportunity later in the season to use the 3x than right now. Let me be clear, this is only if you meet the prerequisite, which is George Russell plus Antonelli or Leclerc. Not Antonelli and Leclerc, it's George Russell plus either of Leclerc and Antonelli. And if you meet that prerequisite, I think you're making a mistake if you don't play the 3x. There might be opportunities later in the season that are equally as good as today in China, but that's the key word, equally as good. There's not going to be a better opportunity to use it. Full stop. Cool. Boom, tip of the week. Right there, if you meet the prerequisites. What a crack of a clip. W clip. Run the clip. And now we're just chilling. 2 minutes of the deadline, we're locked. This has some... That little... has a bit of a Chinese vibe to it. So, this is just... we should have ran this song this entire stream. You can't say tip anymore. It's still... Yes, I can. This is the team. Lindblad versus Lawson. I mean, if you're buying one of them, you're probably buying Lindblad. But if you already own Lawson, I don't think you're selling Lawson. What made you pick Lawson over Bortoleto or Colapinto? I started the season with Behrman, Hulkenberg, Lawson because I wanted to differentiate and pick drivers from different teams in case like one team had major reliability issues. And I picked Lawson over Lindblad because Lindblad was a rookie. And I picked Hulkenberg over Bortoleto because Bortoleto's better in qualifying. And I prefer Hulkenberg overtaking in the race. And I got both of them wrong. So, you know, what can I do? Yeah, I'm just vibing at this point. So, yep. That's the reasoning why I picked Lawson and Hulkenberg. But now I had to sell Hulk. I'm buying Ocon. We'll see how it goes. 1 minute. Yeah, it's just 1 minute now. All this 3x talk. I don't have the team to play 3x. Have the same question. We don't have time to answer this. Sorry, if you watch the stream, you watch the stream. That's the deadline. Boom. And now we watch the sprints. Big Brain playing is 4x. True. Thank you so much for the support of the stream, guys. I think we'll stay live. I don't have to get to work until... When do I have to leave? In like 2 hours time I have to leave for work. So, I'm just staying up at this point. I got my 6 hours of sleep. I'm getting a drink. And then we're watching the sprint together. Should be fun. With the greatest respect, may you all be plagued with grid-wide DNFs. True. Very true. Same drink time. If anyone can guess my drink, you win nothing. You win absolutely nothing. Twisted tea. Yeah, no. Cheers. Nothing better than a Coke Zero at 4 AM in the morning before watching some Chinese sprints. Hadron on softs, Lawson on hards. Hadron starting from softs on P10. Interesting. Alright, we have to turn the music off now because otherwise I want to listen to the cars, okay guys? And I have not sorted separate audio files yet, so I just get banned if I play that. I'm just playing all the sounds on my desktop. And I can't be bothered to set up a different soundboard for like, nah, come on. Who has time for that? Ba-da-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum. Alright, formation lap. Let's double check. Cool, I'm not getting banned. They're all on like 3 laps old and up. Yup. Very. I mean, most of the people are on like the mediums they used in SQ1 or SQ2. I would imagine. That's the standard strat. I'll slap the Twitch chat on screen here for you. Cool. Coolio. Here we go. Here we go. Oh yeah, let me do. Can we have live timing? Where's the live timing? Here we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. Green flag. All right, pre-start. Here we go. How fast is the red light going to be this time? It's more normal. Ferrari's super fast again. Antonelli stalls again. Antonelli drops like 8-9 positions. That is crazy. Leclerc. Oh, that's Hamilton. Ooh, Hamilton's up to second. It's past Norris. Leclerc's up fourth. How far back is Antonelli? This is going to be a lot of overtakes for Antonelli. He's surely getting back through the grid here. I missed... Something happened to one of the Red Bulls. Oh! I think Max Verstappen just lost a piece of his car. And this is the problem now, because, like... Oh, Hamilton goes past Russell. Oh! Is Hamilton gonna win the sprint again? That'd be so funny. I can't see what's happening, but they haven't... They don't show... One of the Red Bulls definitely lost out. Like, crazy. Oh, Lindblad's turned around. Lindblad's off. Lindblad's off. It's not a DNF, but it's minus, like, 7 positions. Here comes Russell. They're overtaking each other multiple times here. There's a lot of points for them. What happened here? Hadjar's 9th. Verstappen's 15th. Hulkenberg's 20th. What else did I miss here? Behrman's 7th. Antonelli 8th. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Verstappen's down to 15th. Let's go, Ferrari. Hamilton's winning this. I mean, surely Verstappen is enough to, like, start getting past some people. Which car was it that broke? Was it Hadjar then that made contact with Antonelli? Lindblad being lost. Thank God I didn't go for him. Ooh, Antonelli dives on Behrman. Clean. One car I saw a bit of debris fly. I don't know if it was from Antonelli or from the Red Bull. But I assume that wasn't Verstappen then. I assume that was Hadjar. Because I was like, it looked like one of the Red Bulls stalled off the line. Is that what happened? I want to see the start again. I definitely missed. Commentator said Hadjar. This 1-2 fight is great. These rigs are gonna be good. Like, I believe that these rigs are going to be good once they fix the super clip. Lindblad is down a lot. He's not catching. He may be catching the Cadillacs. You know, can the Aston Martins actually finish this though? Because yeah, can they go 19 laps? We'll see. All right, I mean, I'm assuming Antonelli can definitely climb above Piastri and Norris here. Behrman overtakes Gasly. That's great for fantasy reasons. Sainz overtakes Verstappen again. Bortoleto takes Colapinto. Hulkenberg takes Alonso. So Hulkenberg's climbing back up. Hadjar takes Gasly. Verstappen took Sainz again. There's a lot of overtakes happening, guys. This is why the limitless, like, there's gonna be a lot of overtakes in the midfield. From the you know, boop, 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 you know. Yeah, I mean, the McLarens are just, yeah, the McLaren play is just incorrect compared to Ferrari. Ferrari have the race pace. McLaren are not even close. Antonelli's definitely taking Piastri here. Hadjar, Antonelli instead. Yeah. Hadjar and Antonelli had contacts. I think Hadjar lost something from his car. Yeah, it's Hadjar. Hadjar's lost a piece of his front wing, I believe. But it's not looking like he's losing that much on it right now. Or maybe it's just the Alpine that's dropping in positions. Gasly's already out of the points. He's 9th now. That's minus 2 points for Gasly. Maybe a point for an overtake early on Antonelli. But I don't know, like, okay, so when Antonelli stalls off the line, does that mean he's unreasonably slow and it doesn't count as an overtake in F1 Fantasy? I actually don't know. We need to look into that probably. Here comes Russell. Alright, Russell's definitely passing here. Yeah, that's a classic DRS overtake if I've ever seen one. Ooh, Leclerc's closing in as well. Hamilton's on fastest lap right now. Let's see if Leclerc or Antonelli can pop that. I mean, surely Antonelli's passing Piastri here. Unless there's damage on the car. Hamilton. Boom. This is a great sprint. This is a great sprint. Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. Yeah, Lindblad's not catching. So where did Lindblad start? It was 15th, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's actually unintentional 6, 7. It's 7 positions down for Lindblad. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Okay, actually, you know how they were saying, oh, we're looking at making it 12 sprints a year instead of 6, or whatever they said? They might be cooking. Like, they might be cooking with that. That might be the key. Like, no more regular races, just sprint races. Who cares about qualifying? If qualifying looks bad, scrap qualifying and just do sprint races. Reverse grid sprint races, and do 2 sprints a weekend. No qualifying session. And we just do sprints. Start reverse grid. Antonelli is not passing the McLarens, interestingly enough. Yeah, maybe the McLarens are like, oh, well, surely he has him now. Antonelli on Piastri, got him. Good overtake. Clean. Oh, I'm so happy Lindblad owners got punished. Where's Lawson? 10th? Up 4 positions, right? Nice. Hamilton goes back again. Oh, dude, this fight is great! This is so good. He's cooked. I think he has damage. I mean, if he DNFs, it's just 3 extra negative points, right? I think it's better for you if he stays on track. Maybe he can overtake the Cadillacs. Maybe he can overtake the Aston Martins if they DNF. Oh, now we get to see the replay of the start. That is way too late. Yeah, Antonelli and Verstappen stalled. Wow. Verstappen stalled like crazy. I mean, we're just hoping he gets a bunch of overtakes now, right? For the Limitless team. So yeah, it was Max and Antonelli that stalled early. What happened to Lindblad? Dude, the Ferraris are so fast off the line. It's crazy. Dude, the Ferraris, Leclerc and Hamilton must be sitting there and just enjoying the race start so much, knowing that they are this fast off the line. Here's Max. Yeah, Max. Yeah, Max stalled. Oh, Russell's passed Hamilton again. Dude, this trio is so good, and Leclerc is just waiting. Dude, the amount of overtakes they're getting here in the fronts, that could also be good delta for Limitless, actually. Oh, this is so good. Oh, Leclerc's pushing on Hamilton. No, that's not the play, Ferrari. That's not the play. The play is that Hamilton gets Russell, and then Leclerc needs to get Russell. That's how you beat the Mercedes here. Dude, imagine last race if Ferrari didn't blunder the strategy, but the Mercedes just is so good with tire management. Antonelli's dropped Piastri again, by the way. Kind of need Antonelli to step it up here, I'm gonna be honest. Lawson's up to P9. Let's go, Lawson. Let's go. This is redemption from last week. I think Lindblad can catch the Cadillacs. By the way, for the Lindblad owners. What? How much did Hulk drop, by the way? Didn't Hulk start like P... Where did Hulk start, actually? I don't remember what his starting grid position was. I feel like he's dropped in positions, though. Hamilton is dropping Russell slightly. Behrman in points. Dude, Behrman's so good. He was 11th. Oof. Down to 16th. He was down to 20th. Was he the one who connected with Lindblad? Was it Hulk and Lindblad that had the contact, or did Lindblad just spin off? We still have not seen the replay of what happened to Lindblad. We just saw him spin off and then get back on the grid. Or get back on the track. Antonelli's passed Piastri again. Ooh, Hamilton's 1 second behind now. Okay, what happened here? Verstappen starts, just tumbling down the grid. Let's hear him complain. Yeah, Verstappen's still only 13th. He's not kind of wanted to get some more positions here. Hadjar. Okay, here's the Hadjar and Antonelli incident. Ooh, it's side pod on Hadjar. That is the classic Antonelli. That is definitely going in the meme compilations on Antonelli. Antonelli could get a penalty for that. Verstappen's up to 13th now. Yeah, I mean, we need Verstappen to overtake Bortoleto, Ocon. Oh, Antonelli got a 10-second penalty. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, that's so bad. That's so terrible for fantasy. That's so terrible for F1 fantasy, man. Oh, he's gonna tumble. Oh, wait, it's 7 seconds between Behrman, though. I mean, this doesn't matter on the... Okay, all we want him to do now as fantasy owners is for him to just do overtakes, right? Because he's probably gonna be 6th anyway. I'm imagining there's gonna be a 10-second gap between Piastri and Behrman. Now the Ferraris are fighting each other. Great. Okay, I also, on the limitless side, I need Verstappen to get some more positions gained here. Or not as many positions lost, I suppose. Can Lawson get Hadjar if Hadjar's car is damaged? Your 3x team is cooking? Yeah, I mean, the 3... That's like Russell Leclerc. I was like, oh, should I get Russell Antonelli? Nope. Russell Leclerc was the play. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, 3x teams are actually so disgusting. And I hate that I'm right, but I can't go for that team. You know what I mean? I knew, like, I would, you know, I'm correct, but I can't, you know, reap the benefits of my own prophecy. Is there a fastest lap bonus? Yes, it's 5 points. Is Kimi on the fastest lap currently? I think he is, right? I mean, okay, so what will Kim's score be? He'll drop 4 positions. He'll be 6th, I would imagine. Yeah, he's going to be 6th. Because there's no way, like, the gap between Piastri and Behrman is going to be 10 seconds. So he'll drop 4 positions in the race. He'll be 6th, so that's 3 points. So that's 1. I mean, he has done a couple of overtakes here. He's gonna get like a 4-pointer, maybe 4 or 5 points. Russell's pulling ahead now. Oh, Ferrari, don't do this. Oh my god. Ooh. Dude, watching the Ferraris go side by side like that is disgusting. Antonelli is soared past the McLarens now and is approaching the Ferraris here. Russell's 3.3. Okay, you can't allow Russell to get clean air. Because now he's... and obviously the Ferraris are fighting each other. But Russell just pulled ahead by 3 seconds here. Is Verstappen gaining more positions or is he just staying 13th? I mean, Antonelli's just confirmed 6th place, which is going to be 4 positions lost, a couple of overtakes. If he gets fastest lap, it's still a good race for him. We still have not seen what happened to Lindblad, by the way. They have not shown that replay. They do not care. He's only 4 seconds behind the Cadillacs now. But it doesn't look great for Lindblad owners. Oh, Was the papaya rules are back in Ferrari form. No, there's no number one driver. Behrman is so nice. Held Hadjar and softs. I mean, Hadjar and softs are dropping off, and Hadjar also has damage on the car. Lawson in the points. Absolute cinema. Lawson's gonna rise in price. Lynblad's gonna fall in price. Yes, dude. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna be. Oh, that's so nice. The vindication of my Lawson over Lynblad pick from last week. It feels good. It feels good. Yum 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 yum. Eating it up. Lawson's on a blinder, by the way. On hards. What was Lawson starting position? 12th? 14th? What was he? What was Lawson starts? 12th? Lawson was 13th, right? Yeah, 13th. Cool. Insane shot in front. Yes. Yes. And I can be like that, you know? And I'm allowed to feel that way. Because I got absolutely boomed. I got absolutely boomed last race. But yes, the 3x players on Russell Leclerc are having the best day of their lives. Okay, Antonelli's getting another overtake on Hamilton. You know, that's something, but he's the penalty's dropping him back. Lawson just took Behrman. I missed that. He's up to 7th. So Lawson is on a 6 plus 2 plus overtake. Lawson's on like a 15 plus pointer, by the way. Yeah, Lawson is actually okay. Liam Bloody Lawson is actually on like a 15 pointer. Can I just say that? Liam Lawson is on a 15 pointer. Let's go, let's go, Liam. This makes me so happy. Lynblad just took Bottas, by the way. I think Bottas has an issue. So that's one less position lost for Lynblad owners and one overtake. Let's see if Lynblad can take another one. There's still 8 laps to go. Antonelli's passed Hamilton now. Dude, did Mercedes just have the... They just have no deg, huh? Absolutely zero degradation. Can Ocon take Gasly here? Oh, wait, Gasly's taking Hadjar, I think. Yeah, I mean, Hadjar's car is not intact. Bortoletto's taking Ocon here, I think. Yep, Bortoletto just took Ocon. Unfortunate, Ocon's back down to 12th, where he started. So Bortoletto was the play there. Lynblad Boxer retired the car. Yes! Yes! Lynblad retires the car on lap 12. Lawson is on a 15, is on for a 15 pointer. And then we do the vindication meme. Vindication. I'm so happy right now. This is literally the best thing that could have happened to me. Here you go. Here you go. Just give that some interactions, okay? Will you? Bottas as well. Yeah, I think Bottas is DNFing here as well. Yeah, mode slow and box. Bottas is gone. GG. Limbla, you had one job, bro. I do. Oh, wait. Hulkenberg. There is something with those Audis, man. I don't trust it. But let us down to 14th also. Verstappen's up to 11th, by the way. Oh, wait. Could we get a safety car here? Dude, actually, Antonelli's not even going to drop down to 6th anymore because the McLarens are just dropping off. It's possible. Oh, safety car. Safety car. Uh-oh. That's really bad for Antonelli. That's really bad. Oh, they're boxing. They're boxing? Oh my god. Okay. Things are happening. Oh, Ferrari double stack is going to be tight here. It's decent, but... Oh! Antonelli's stuck in the pit! Oh, no, they're taking the penalty, of course. Oh, yeah. Okay, of course. Antonelli took the penalty. Antonelli took the penalty and is ahead of Piastri. If they serve that penalty correctly, they are ahead of Piastri with softs. Lawson and Behrman stays out. Lawson is 5th. Oh no, Verstappen pitting behind Hadjar. Oh no. Oh, Hadjar let Verstappen through before the safety car came in, so Verstappen was ahead of him in the pit for the double stack. That's actually big brain, but Hadjar's losing so many positions here. This changes the grid entirely. Antonelli on that 10... Okay, well, Antonelli, they've served his penalty now, so... Lawson and Behrman stays out, Gasly stayed out, Ocon stayed out, Sainz, Bortoletto, Alonso. Hulkenberg with another DNF. Let's see how Lawson does holding on the hearts. I mean, Behrman didn't go in here, so... How are these overtakes gonna work? We'll see. What did Max Verstappen do here? He overtook like 3 cars, no? Oh, that double overtake is nasty. Whew. Let's go, Max. Oh, big lockup. Oh, okay, that's Max as well. So Limblad DNF was better for him than all those positions lost? No, it wasn't, because he only lost like 7 positions. If Limblad had started higher up the grid, then yes, the DNF would have been better. But now it actually wasn't better. Dude, can they not get this car out of the way? Like, how... Yes, Antonelli changed tires and served his penalty. The exclamation point is incorrect. How many points do you have? A bunch. I mean, there's projected points. Decent chunk. I'm super surprised to see, super excited to see how this restart works. Oh, it's gonna be like 2 laps of racing, dude. It's gonna be nasty. Did they serve Antonelli's 10-second penalty correctly? That's what I need to know. It was 10 seconds. It did not look like 10 seconds, but maybe it was. Sainz is up 6 positions, but he also didn't pit, I believe. Okay, let's see if they served it correctly. That's Russell. And then Antonelli's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, it looked correct. It looked correct. And he gets it ahead of Piastri. That's huge. Alright, get Hulkenberg's car off the grid so we can go racing here, man. Why didn't they show a timer? I'm the timer. I just counted. It's 10 seconds. They served it correctly. And Antonelli's on fastest lap. Okay, Antonelli could actually be cooking here. Because he's going to overtake Berman and Lawson, so there's more points here. Dude, this could be like the Limitless is doing so well right now. Apart from Max Verstappen, but Max is on new tires. He's going to overtake all of these cars like they're nothing. Yeah, get that Audi off the freaking grid, man. Come on. Okay, can we just talk? Okay, can we talk about the Limitless here? Look at this, right? My normal team is on the same amount of points as the Limitless. Because Lawson is on an absolute monster haul. This is what I mean. This is what I mean by the oh my god, Ocon and Sainz nearly crashed. Get that Audi out of the way! We want racing! Okay, we'll have 3... Okay, surely safety car is going in this lap. So we'll have 3 laps of racing. Need rain timer voice on the broadcast? That's really funny. Chinese efficiency is not effective. No, that is true. Like, look at this. Look at this. Oh, yay, I have Leclerc Hamilton. Who cares when you have Liam bloody Lawson? I'm Liam Lawson. I'm Liam Lawson. How does that song go? How does the Liam Lawson song go? Lawson song lyrics. I'll sing it. Get out of my way. I'm Liam Lawson. I'm Liam Lawson. You're mad that I'm quicker. I'm Liam Lawson. I'm Liam Lawson. Safety car ending. Good. We have 3 laps of racing. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go! Let's go! This, I take back everything I've ever said about sprints. This sprint is sick. This sprint is literally... This sprint is great racing. Why are people going, oh, it's artificial overtake. Okay, okay. This is a 4:32 a.m. crash out. Oh, the racing is artificial. Go watch something else, bro. Like, this is... If you do not think that this sprint is entertaining, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you're actually just watching the wrong sport. Go watch IndyCar. Like, please, what are we doing? Like, yes, super clipping is bad, but it's like, oh, no, this is only artificial overtakes. Like, who cares, bro? It's entertaining. The constant doomsday being negative, like, see something, like, with a glass half full mentality one time in your life, please. Oh my god, that slide was brutal, and George wins. Leclerc just absolutely boomed himself. That wheel spin was disgusting. I mean, Merck didn't took off. That was just Leclerc slipping, and Russ was like, "Yoink! I'll take the win. Don't mind me." Police check team submissions again. I'll do it after this. All right, let's see what they do now. Anthony, okay, well, I mean, Anthony's not holding fastest lap, that's for sure. Like, someone's taking it with these fresh softs. So let's see who takes it. Get out of my way. I'm Liam Lawson. I'm Liam Lawson. Colapinto takes Alonso. Piastri takes Behrman. No surprise there. Piastri's going to take Lawson as well. More positions gained for the front of the grid. Antonelli. Ooh. Trying to attack on Behrman. I mean, there's no way Behrman is holding this. There goes Kimi. Hadjar takes Alonso as well. No surprise there. Verstappen takes Bortoleto. And Antonelli's passed Berman there. Antonelli says Piastri over to... Oh, yeah, because Piastri was behind Antonelli. True. Ooh, Piastri could get safety car infringement here. Hamilton flies by Lando. I mean, yeah, Russell has the fastest lap now. I mean, Russell's probably getting fastest lap here. I will say the projected points have gotten better and more up to date. 5-second penalty for Checo for some reason. Safety car infringement. Sure, he's lost. Doesn't matter. 15 points on my team 3. Unlucky. I mean, I also have 15 points on my team 3. I also have 15 points on my team 3. What are we talking about? Like, I'm in the same boat as you. Oh, Piastri is forced to give the place back. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, the racing is artificial. Where? Like, it's entertaining, man. What can I say? I think this is good. This is good. Yes, qualifying sucks. Yes, super clipping sucks. This is cinema. like, what are we doing? Are you honestly telling me you'd rather watch DRS trains than this? Are you honestly saying that? Here comes Verstappen 10th. Is Verstappen getting up to the points, actually? I think Verstappen could get past everyone here. Joe Verstappen just soaring past everyone. That's a lot of overtakes. We like to see it on the Limitless team. Okay, Limitless is cooking now, but that's because George Russell is on the fastest lap. Leclerc's on the fastest lap now, so boom, it goes back. Should have put the 2x on Leclerc over Antonelli. I mean, we'll see how much Antonelli can get back up to here. They haven't even counted the overtakes here. There's a lot of overtakes that need to be calculated here. Lawson's only on 8 now, because he's no longer 5th, but in overtakes, Lawson's definitely going to be close to 15 points. I'm Liam Lawson. I don't actually know what I want fastest lap-wise. I mean, for Team 1, it's probably Leclerc, right? Leclerc's on 16 points. Huge. Antonelli can only get back up to 5th. Here we go. Leclerc keeps fastest lap, I think. Oh. Liam Lawson takes 7th place. Get out of my way. I'm Liam Lawson. Incredible. Max goes back up to 9th. He started 8th. So it says -1 here, but the amount of overtakes that Max did, he's going to be on at least a 15-pointer. Bortoleto 13th, 1 position gain there. Sainz a bunch of positions gained. Gasly's losing positions. And then obviously the big one is Lindblad with the DNF. -10 points. Both Haas in the points. Nope, it's only one Haas in the points. Points only go down to 8th in the sprint. But again, Ocon is up 2 positions, so that's good. Probably some overtakes in there as well. Hadjar dropped a ton of positions. Hadjar dropped like 6 positions. Dude, there's a lot of clips from this stream. I will say, there's a lot of clips from this screen. Projected for 72 with the 2x on Leclerc. Ooh. And, I mean, there's more projected. Let's look at F1 Fantasy Tools. Live scoring. 20 points for Leclerc. Ugh! In a sprint. Disgusting. Get out of my way. I'm Liam Lawson. I'm Liam Lawson. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Deepster, because Size and Albon had great sprints. Size and Albon had great sprints. Bortoletto on 7 points is disgusting. Ay. Ocon and Behrman only on 4 and 3 points. See, that's what, like... That's not that good. Overtakes is better. Could Lindblad being DNF a good thing? No, it wasn't a good thing. It would have been a good thing if he started like P8, but he definitely had overtakes in him. While that Verstappen has a great sprint and the Haas boys only combined for 7. Yeah, I mean, that's overtakes. I mean, Behrman didn't do any overtakes because he was best of the rest the entire time. Like he got 1 positions gained, 1 point for the sprint, and then 1 overtake. So he gets 3 points. And Ocon, 2 overtakes, 2 positions gained. And then Max had 1 positions lost, 12 overtakes. Wow. How many points did we get? Same team as me. I mean, the Antonelli on 12 is fine. Because, again, sure, Antonelli lost 3 positions, which is why currently on the live thing it says just 1 point for Antonelli. But again, he had 11 freaking overtakes. So he's still on 12 points, which is decent. So, I don't know. I haven't logged in on my F1 Fantasy Tools accounts. I need to fix that before Japan. Me taking Max off. Leclerc 20 is nuts. But like, okay, Limitless did really well. 11, 12, 14, 16, 20. 36, 26. Haas, V-Carb, Audi all scored the same amount of points, so that whole discourse was completely unnecessary. Hulkenberg only getting -2 points because he had 8 overtakes before the -10 is crazy. Dude, there is pace in this Audi car, it's just unreliable. That's the 2nd race in a row. Could Lindblad survive price drop? No. There's no way. -8? I mean, he needs to have a what did he need again? He's on -8 right now. He needs -2. Okay, I mean, he could survive a price drop for sure. He could definitely get 6 points tomorrow with all the overtakes. Yeah, I don't think he might not increase the maximum 0.6, but I still think he can definitely reach this threshold. I think he can like offset the negative he got today by getting like an 8-pointer tomorrow. I mean, the 3x is doing incredible, no? Like, what? Live scoring. If you're 3x on Russell, 14 points, 2x on Leclerc, or even 2x on Antonelli, you're chilling, bro. Oh my goodness. Paris' car just ripped apart. Whoa. Really want to believe it out, but the car... I mean, the car is good, it's just not reliable. So you just catch it. That's why I didn't want to get Bortoletto, because now Hulkenberg has had it twice. Bortoletto's definitely due one, right? 101 of the live score? Ugh. I mean, it's likely, right? Limitless is insane. Definitely above 100 on Limitless. limitless or 3x? Turns out the answer was both. Both look disgustingly good after SQ, after the sprint. Oh, you're just on regular? You're, oh, yeah, on F1 Fantasy Tools, yeah. 143 on Limitless, yeah. Are you on the same Limitless as me, Stager? Or are you on a different lineup? Switch to Limblad, immediately got fucked. That is unfortunate. Hulk 2 DNFs in a row. Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot you kept Hulkenberg Deepster. That's so unlucky. I mean, it's a -10. It was a -2. He got 8 overtakes, so it's not that bad. I'm so happy Limblad DNF'd and Hulkenberg and I'm so happy Limblad DNF'd and Lawson had a great race. That is actually justice for what happened to me last week. I mean, okay, both Limitless and the 3x users are laughing, but I will say this team also did well, right, with Lawson. But again, Behrman Ocon 3 and 4 points is surprisingly low considering how good of a race they had. Just not enough overtakes. Bortoleto had a great race. Bortoleto scored decently, no? According to live scoring. 7 points? Yeah, that's huge. Yeah, you've been really hard done there, Deepster, but just gotta come again. Soon it will turn. 3x is 136 points despite Limblad. Huge. Early days indeed. Early days indeed. Really need the Ferrari cap, just a side note. Yeah, the Ferrari cap looks actually kind of sick. Are you staying up for quali? No, I mean, I am staying up, but I have to go to work. I start work at 6:30. So I have to leave for work in about an hour's time. So I'm gonna be... Yeah. No quali stream, unfortunately. Would be fun to do, but yeah, I have work today. All right. What do you do for a living? I'm studying journalism right now, and I'm working extra for a catering firm. Have you slept? Yeah, I slept from like 8 p.m. to 1 a.m., so I slept like 5 hours. What is sleep? Baby, don't hurt me no more. You're studying, man? What? Yeah, but I am 26. Like, I've gone back into studying to focus on journalism. I started the journalism studies this year. I'm 26. I'm 26. You can study stuff late in your life as well. That's fine. If F1 if F1 Fantasy Tools Premium worth it, I think yes, but it's not necessary. But for the price, I think it's worth it. But it's definitely not necessary. It's just you have to do like a bit more fiddly things because right now when I'm not logged into my accounts, you basically just have to look at this and like apply it to your own team. You go back and forth. With the premium features, you just see all your teams here, and you can add, you know, your rivals and stuff automatically. So that's by far the best feature of it. So I think it's worth it because I use it a lot, but it's not necessary. But if you want it, I have a code. So I don't think it's on my Twitch, but on all my YouTube videos, there's a code in the description. Or when you check out at their website, you can just use Rain50. Oh yeah, it's on my screen. I'm stupid. Yeah. It's on my screen. I forgot it's on my overlay now. So for now, Limitless is W. Yeah, Limitless is W. 3x is a W. I mean, everything's going great. You worked for Fox Sport UFC for 8 years? Oh, that's awesome. I love UFC. I don't watch it enough because it's often very late at night. But love UFC. Limitless with Max is going to be better than Norris. It is better right now, at least. We'll see if it continues. How long have you been on Twitch for? I started my Twitch... I mean, I did some Pokemon streams back in the day when I was competing in Pokemon. So my Twitch has been here for a long time, but I started streaming on Twitch, the F1 stuff, last year. And I started my YouTube channel, my F1 YouTube channel 2 years ago now. So I've done 2 full seasons of F1 fantasy content. And I've done streams on Twitch and YouTube for all of last year and then now. Yeah, I think you're the only one here on Twitch right now. I usually do the watch-along portion only on Twitch, but I'm testing it out to see how the algorithm on YouTube handles it. I sort of switch around a bit on it. But yeah. Yeah, you are the only one left on Twitch on the Twitch side. But it's also a bad time for it. Most of my viewers are European. So I've definitely peaked at like 60 odd viewers on Twitch during, I think Silverstone was my peak. So many overtake points for a sprint, very entertaining. Yeah, very entertaining. And if we continue seeing this, there's going to be a lot of overtake points this season. Yeah, for California, it's only 9 p.m. Yeah, normally it's when it's the European races, right? Then it's early morning for you. Yeah, it would be like 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. for you. It's normal time on stream. It's always 2 hours before the deadline. They should bring back the -20 sprint DNF just for Lindblad. How much does it cost to be a member of my channel or on F1 Fantasy Tools? On my channel, I believe I have membership set at $2, maybe $3. I can't remember. I should probably be knowing that. I should probably know my own cost for memberships. But I think I set it as low as I could. Waves at Twitcher. Let's see if the Twitcher waves back. You have to wake up so early for those races? I can imagine. I say now as it's 4:52 a.m. in the morning for me. You Limitless? Nice. Lindblad out in Q1, 15 overtakes, Delusion, 0.6 rise. It's possible. It's possible. It's definitely possible. All right, I'm gonna call the stream there, guys. I will post like some reactions on Twitter on the qualifying if something pops up. But right now, both the 3x and the Limitless look like great plays. I will say though, Lawson, my GOAT. I really hope he gets those full 13 points. Very excited to be vindicated there. Hadjar losing positions again. Hulkenberg DNFing again, Lindblad DNF, a lot, Bottas DNFing again, a lot of implications for F1 Fantasy. If we don't see each other again this week, just know that my team selection video for Japan will be out on Monday or Tuesday. I don't actually... Ooh, that actually might be... Let me think about that before I commit. It could be out on Sunday. I don't know why it wouldn't be out on Sunday. We'll see. I'm hoping I'll get the team selection video out on Monday. And then we'll do, you know, the regular stuff back on you know, the week after. Man, F Lawson. Can't believe you got F by your Switch. Yeah, that's really unlucky. I don't know what to tell you. That's really, really unlucky. Lindblad done you dirty. You streaming tomorrow? No, I'm not streaming tomorrow. My tip tipped. My tip did indeed tip. Tip of the week strikes again. Tip of the week is never wrong. Those of you who are new here, don't go back and look at all the tip of the weeks. I promise you, they've always been correct. I've never been wrong with a tip of the week. One more thing. Shoot. I'll stay live for a minute and a half more. Can't believe Ferrari with no tier A drivers has more points than me. See, that's what we need to get to Mercedes Ferrari. That's the goal. I want to switch to Hulk now, but watch him start cooking next week as soon as you switch him. I mean, you've committed to him now, Deepster. He's dropping down to like 5 million. You're just holding him until Silverstone. You back for quali? No, I'm working, unfortunately. I need to head to work in about 45 minutes time. Yo, Lou, thank you so much. I see why you wanted me to wait. Thank you so much for becoming a member on YouTube next week or in a week and a half. In 2 weeks, why am I saying that? In 2 weeks' time for Japan, you will be ready to go with the priority team submissions. So make sure you have linked your Discord and your YouTube account. All right. Your memories disagree with a tip? No. Don't go back. Just trust me. All the tips are great. What a race for Lawson, but disappointment for Lindblad. It's huge for me, and that's all that matters. All right, on that note, I'm going to end it. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for joining me for this deadline stream. I'll see you in the next one. 2 weeks' time, we're back for Japan. Another early one, not quite as early as this one. Video again, probably on Monday. We'll see. I have an exam on Tuesday, so if I don't have time, I don't have time, and then it's going to be out like Wednesday. If it depends. If I have time on Sunday, I'll record it and upload it. But again, I do have an exam on Tuesday, so I might have to put off that team selection video by Wednesday. But we'll see. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I'm heading out now to go to work. Wish me luck. Peace.